we do everything right? We just can't do everything right. Can we? Can we, Wayseeker?
I was gone last week and you put the wrong intro in. So
I didn't put the wrong intro. I think somebody's messing around with stuff because they also erased the intro. Somebody erased the intro to TAC this week. If you missed the TAC show, just it disappeared magically all of a sudden. So we'll see. What's going on? I don't know. I don't stream this much. I was just on Rouge, the first channel, Kingdom of Nerds. Now I'm over here, so I got to switch from DC talk to Star Wars talk. Interesting
to talk people want to hear.
Yeah, to talk people actually care about. And don't just arguably yell about nothing at all. Here's the deal. Semi-interesting week. Dom spent a month at Toy Fair. We're trying to download videos.
A month at Toy Fair.
So we'll see. I mean, yeah, he was there. He was on he was 24 hours a day, 4 days a week. So, you know, your average work week's 8 hours. What'd you put in there? 6, 7, 2, 4.
Put in more than I have fucking work.
120 hours. That's what I'm saying. 120 hours. You divide that by 8. That's more than 60 hours a week. There you go.
You figured hard labor, man. Pushing my brother in that wheelchair is no joke.
You were hamming up for a lot of pictures. Let's slow down. First off, you're lucky your brother lets you tag along him, okay? I've been with your brother before. Yeah, CODs. You're nowhere to be found, okay? So
I'm nowhere to be found. I'm pushing. I'm doing more labor than I have to, and then people feel bad for him.
Well, I don't feel pretty bad for you. Dude, your brother's at Motor. Hold on. I run into your brother at Motor City all the time. No Dom to be found. So, like, all
right. It's downloading. So what we'll do is, as it's downloaded, I'll try to get it in as we go on. But yeah,
we're live, Dom.
I feel bad. You know, you're in the wheelchair. I'm fucking tired. My feet hurt. This guy's freaking sitting down the whole goddamn time. I'm pushing him. I don't care.
Yeah.
If you want to see Greek Stramini, he puts together great content. There's some bum that's pushing him around, apparently. I've never seen it happen before, but all right.
Cool.
Let's say hi to chat. Dom leaves from not even like pushing his brother's content, just being like, yeah, well, he shouldn't be in a wheelchair.
Yeah, the guy gets me in. I get to meet all these people that I'm hamming it up with. Get to go to these exclusive parties. Hey, Dom's IG's full. Look at me living the toy life. Oh, I gotta push this bum around. Like, dude, are you kidding? Nothing's free, Dom. It's not free. This ain't
and give me some satisfaction saying, you know, Dom, I feel bad for you. You're pushing him around. You're walking around.
Nobody feels bad for you. Nobody.
Nobody. I'm fucking busting my ass.
Everybody's walking around.
I work 50 to 60 hours a week at my job, and then I do this, and I'm pushing him around. Push me around once in a while.
Dom.
Okay.
You don't work 4 hours than me in a week, so no sympathy, zero.
Dude, you probably sit down more than I do. I fucking walk 58 floors a goddamn every goddamn day, freaking a couple of hours here and there.
Hey, hold on. If you don't like the job you do, find a new job, bro. Like
I'm saying, like the job.
Dude, I used to have to clean chicken troughs. It's the most disgusting thing. All the chicken blood runs down there. You got to clean it. I didn't like the job. Eventually, I saved enough money, got a new job. That's how the world works, bro.
That's like slime, too, in Ghostbusters.
Oh, it's so gross. It smells so bad. Like, it's okay till you spray it. The minute you spray it, if you put bleach on it, it causes this, like, oh, it's horrible. Anyways, GTK Comics, thumbs up, high thumbs up, high thumbs up. Okay, Dan the man, shoot, couldn't even get the first comment today. I know, Dan. Hopefully I see you this week. We actually have got, we didn't talk about it here. We probably should have. We'll talk about it on Sunday. It's pre-release for Star Wars Unlimited. I've got a couple guys that I'm looking out there to play. You know, my game is tight, so we'll see what happens. Plus, on Sunday, since it's pre-release, we'll have something to open. We'll have a Carbonite pack. It's supposed to be the most expensive Star Wars cards to have. We'll see. I think it was $235. $235.
Wow. Most expensive Star Wars Unlimited cards, but yes.
Yeah, well, what's an MSRP for a normal like box like that?
Like
for
a
anything
box of Tops?
Yeah.
Like a Tops Masterworks box, which is like the top of line Tops, that's like $500.
Is that MSRP or is that what they charge you?
It's MSRP. It's like $450, $500.
Okay. All right. Well, so not the Tops, fair enough. But still supposed to have great stuff.
Very expensive for trading card games.
Yes.
You haven't had one of those in a while.
Thumbs up hot because it's $500, bro.
Hey.
Yeah, exactly.
Have a good show, fellas, and I'll catch you on the replay. There we go. Thank you. Cheers to you too, Tommy. Damn, I was gonna go grab a little bit of Latins. I might still hop off and grab some in a minute. Could use a drink tonight. Off tonight, but be up in the morning. Catch you all on the replay. Wait, what?
Ruben, you should be on tonight.
No, I think he says he can't watch us tonight.
Yeah, I think that's what he means by off.
Off tonight, he means he's not going to.
Because he's got to get up early.
Right.
Which he shouldn't sleep. He should hang out left.
Cancel the blue Staggle Tooth Bear.
We're so
all right, I would cancel it too.
Dwayne,
what is
every
up?
week you got to get something new.
With what?
Nubs is going nowhere. We're gonna get new episodes pretty soon here.
God damn, that bastard's not going anywhere, just like Kathleen Kennedy.
You're getting the second half. You're getting the second half of a season that was already greenlit.
All right, what's up, Darksiders? What's up?
They're gonna do season 3, which is more than Boba Fett gets.
Yeah, and Dan, they actually have a live feed. Actually, you know what? We might. Hey, follow me on Instagram. Do we have? Where's my Instagram thing? I will post. I will post their link or whatever. They're on the Twitch. They're on Twitch, and they will have a live feed. And there's a VIP table for the live feed. So we'll see what it is. It's I think it's called Gaming Co. I don't know if that's their Twitch handle, but I'll put it on the thing and I will shout it out real quickly. And then if you guys want to watch me and Damn the Man, it won't show our faces. It'll just show our hands. But if you want to see our hands and how terrible or great we are at playing cards, I assume one of us will get to the keynote table. Maybe we won't. But
even the market doesn't challenge itself and refuses to play in regionals.
Hey, Wookiee Fanatic, really? I actually think Nubs is much better than fucking goddamn Kathleen Penny. I can tell you that, man. Have Nubs.
Slow down. Me and the adults are talking for a second. Hey. Here's the deal. Here's the deal, JJ. First off, go fuck yourself. Second off, I'm already going to like Japan. I've already been to like 2 cons this year. I got 3 more cons. Like I'm stacked. My schedule's gone. My wife just looked at me and she said, "Do you from that?" It's no from now on. Like, you know what no means? It's no for the rest of the year. No for
the boxer. He's like Rocky or something where he won't fight anybody. That's a challenge.
Get out of here! Get out! His title
all local. He doesn't want to challenge himself.
Apollo Creed. Are you calling me Apollo Creed? You're telling me I'm Apollo Creed? I'm just
like Rocky people? When he retired versus before he faced Clubber Lang. You need to face your Clubber Lang.
Well, that was why they let Rocky fight him too, because actually, technically, Apollo was ducking people, so they brought in, some bum that they thought he could beat. Ed was over there.
It's Jake Paul, but
Oh yeah, that too. Yeah. All right. Well, we'll see what we can do. Yeah. I mean, I don't know. Dom probably already has blood pressure, man. Meds. Oh, by the way, shout out AARP. Ed, is that right? We're shouting out AARP. AARP will get you your meds or something else. I don't know. It's a thing.
Listen, all I know is my blood pressure. My doctor told me the Dark Side crew raises my blood pressure every freaking week in this goddamn place, man. So I gotta maybe take some time off because
we do.
Yes, you do because you troll my freaking ass.
I've seen that.
I don't watch the Friday show, but from what I hear about the Friday show and a Brucifer show, it ain't the Dark Side that you got the problem.
The fact is that Brucifer has to freaking sit back and think about what he talks about because he always tries to freaking goddamn one up me all the damn time. It's not gonna happen.
That sounds like you and a Brucifer problem. Why do you
present Dom's future?
You walk into our house talking about a you and Brucifer problem. That's we're trying to help.
Marco might already qualify for AARP. They're pretty close. Like 50.
Well, I found out tonight if you can apply for AARP at the age of 18. Apparently.
Really?
Don't ask me why.
All right, listen, all I know is it has nothing to do with Star Wars. Let's play the Star Wars thing going.
One day, maybe.
Who? Me?
Let me get my blood pressure up on other things besides this. Let's go.
I'm never retiring. Unlike Dom, I don't mind working.
Listen, you know what? At the end of the day, man, I want to live life. Work gets in the fucking way. I want to work. I want to live, and I want to have unloads of money, but work gets in the fucking way. That's why I'm trying to do that. Work. I'm trying to find other means to make cash. So make some cash for me on this damn show.
Work. That's your means. You gotta work to make.
That's not you make it. You want us to make you money. All right, let's go.
My time is being wasted.
Hold on. Who's got news? Who's got news tonight?
Send the money. I want Marco to buy me nubs.
I'm not buying nobody. Have you not heard my speech? I'm trying not to swear, but I swear to God. I'm trying not to swear anymore. but I'm swearing to you, I'm not buying you shoot. I'm not buying you a thing. All right? Listen to me. Not buying a thing. We're starting news. Oh my God.
All right. News. We got some interesting news that came out just today, hot off the press. I'll be interested to see what you all think about this one. But will 2026 be the year of the Mandalorian?
Picture? Dude, that's a 5 head. What happened here?
What?
Why is that guy got a 5 head? It looked like he's about.
That's the fucking person working with Kathleen Kennedy.
He looked like he shart his pants.
It looks like
so Favreau today was he had a podcast that he was on, and he confirmed that the season 4 of Mandalorian is written, done. He finished it during post-production. It's after the movie. He rewrote the whole thing. He rewrote a whole new season after the movie was done. So he
claimed he had it written like 2 years ago. Remember?
But this is a different one. He used that for the movie. He used that for the movie.
Goddamn, Gina Carano getting fired, man. He had to change every goddamn thing.
He used it for the movie, and so he has a whole other season ready to go.
Not a good take, Dom.
I'm interested to see.
Bring her back. And
if they will green light season 4. Dom, this might be the only way we get Boba Fett season 4. Yep. You should be excited about this.
Well, I'm excited because the movie has Boba Fett in it.
The movie does not have Boba Fett in it. We already
it's like Tatooine. Where do you think freaking goddamn Stinky is? It's Tatooine. Who runs Tatooine?
Whoa! What?
Who runs Tatooine? Who's the dynamo for freaking goddamn the crime syndicates on Tatooine? Boba Fett. Everything is
Stinky is not on Tatooine. Why would Stinky be on? No, I'm serious, Dom. Why would Stinky be on Tatooine?
Why? Because
I thought the Hutts left Tatooine. Wasn't that
they did?
They did. They did, but it's gonna wind up on Tatooine.
He's like in Hut knees. Like what? What?
Look, Mando's got to go on Tatooine. He needs help. He ain't gonna do that shit by himself because he's a piece of shit, Mando. He needs help from the greatest goddamn bounty hunter in the galaxy and the greatest Mandalorian in the galaxy.
I don't think Dom is wrong because for one, all Jon Favreau does anymore is just write in fan service cameos at seasons. So he's probably right. Boba Fett probably will be in there. It's just a head fake for everybody. So,
but here's the interesting thing: we have no idea what's coming out in 2026. We know.
Wait, time out. What?
I don't know.
What did they just say?
I skipped over it. It makes no sense.
You make no sense.
There's no reason why Stinky would be on Tatooine. He has no understanding. He already said they would be banned.
There's no reason to go there's no reason to go Tatooine, period.
None.
This is why news takes an hour.
But
well, I'm gonna tell you this. Okay, aside, Marco, be prepared. The one shining moment in freaking the celebration that something that's coming. We all already know something's coming. I found out at a source at Toy Fair that something, one last big thing is going to be heard at freaking celebration, and they said that it's going to be something really great that happens. What they're doing. So, other than that,
Tom, you just said words that make.
What? There's one more surprise at celebration.
There hasn't been any surprises yet.
They haven't told Dom. No, he's waiting here. Calm down. Calm. Everybody, blood pressure today. Woosah. Dom, the only problem is they're all going to be surprises because they haven't announced anything yet.
They did everything that you heard Kathleen Kennedy say. She already freaking come out and said everything already. The Sean Levy movie is 5 to 6 years after freaking Rise of Skywalker. That's the next movie to come. The Sean Levy movie is the next.
They're going to talk about, Dom. There's a lot more.
I think they could go a little more in depth than like 2 sentences in an interview.
Yeah, I think in a preview is going to come out and like what?
Well, they have the preview. I'm saying, but the next show.
At the celebration, they have these panels that center around pretty much each project they're working on. So there'll be a lot of information in those panels that you haven't heard yet. So I wouldn't worry.
That's the point. That's why people pay to go there.
Yeah. Well. Yeah.
But no, I wonder if we get
cosplay
season 4 next year
and other things. But yeah.
What happens?
We know Ahsoka season 2 isn't even written yet. Filoni keeps saying that he can't figure out how to finish it. So what if they push Mando season 4 to next year for their one project?
Why? Well, hold on. Why wouldn't you just have other writers write?
What do you mean push it to next year? It's already in next year.
No, he's talking about the year after.
I mean, we don't have any project live action for 2026 confirmed. They're saying we're gonna get one.
Well, look, Remember, all kidding aside, remember when they gave us the Book of Boba Fett? That was like a late thing they didn't mention, and it came out later on that year. So maybe there is something in the works that they're not saying. But look, there's got to be something, because I don't think that Andor is going to be the last live action before.
No, it's not. Before Ahsoka.
Well, Ahsoka for TV. I know that they get the movie coming out, but there's got to be another live action show.
Wait a minute.
Not this year.
Hold on. Time out. He is. Wait, are you telling me that John says he doesn't know how to finish?
Filoni said he couldn't figure out how to finish season 2,
which is bullshit.
The pieces weren't.
Dave Filoni said that.
Wait, but Dom said that they already knew because of the brother and the sister Luke Skywalker, Anakin Skywalker.
What?
Yeah, exactly.
What?
But Filoni has said stuff like that since the dawn of him working on Star Wars.
Yeah. I mean, look at that face. That is the face of somebody who doesn't know what they're doing.
No, that actually, looking aside, he is the best thing there. They said we're lucky to have him in Star Wars because he actually is the best thing there. And it's unfortunate that I'm going to be honest.
I haven't been in Star Wars for quite some time.
No, but me personally, I don't know what's going on at Lucasfilm.
Who?
No, it's in Lucasfilm that him and freaking Kathleen get butted heads all the time.
Who's the best person?
He's one of the best things at freaking Lucasfilm.
Who's he?
Jon Favreau. Jon Favreau is actually better than Dave Filoni.
Favreau's not.
That is not. That's not true.
No, he is. He is.
He's totally not.
And he doesn't butt heads with KK.
Season 3.
KK just
season 3 was another product of meddling by Kathleen Kennedy. That's
no, it wasn't. It was completely written by him.
What are you talking about?
He was the only writer.
Listen, season 3, man, sucked ass. How come you had season 1 and 2 with no problem? Season 3,
season 2 had its problems.
Yeah, hold on, man. Like season 2. You had ice spiders and toad frog eating.
But season friggin' 2 brought back friggin' the Book of Boba Fett and brought back Boba Fett and brought back Luke.
The only reason you like
season 2. Season 2, you had
one episode because of one episode it was good
for the Book of Boba Fett.
Yo, that one episode overshadowed the entire friggin' season of season 3.
We're arguing in circles.
I actually don't think. I disagree that. I think actually. Hold on. I think Mandalorian season 3 was decent. Like I actually liked it.
It was decent, but it was no cup of friggin' tea.
Sorry, it's good. It was good.
It wasn't as good as the first and second season. I'm telling you.
We already had this conversation 100 times. We
all just move along. It's better than season 2. You're crazy.
Well, listen, Wave Seeker, you don't talk because everything that is basically Star Wars, you hate. You hate. Mando season 1 and 2. You hate freaking goddamn.
Hey, I'll take it. Hold on. If Fett comes on, that's what I want for season 3. There we go. Finish it up. Blue pelt.
Anyway, I just find this fascinating because I think this had a chance to actually be out before Ahsoka season 2. Which
I don't think it's fascinating at all. He's basically just rewritten what he already wrote.
Well,
I don't get it.
I don't.
All right, moving on. We also got Andor season 2 trailer, which we will see later. Marco broke that down for us. But
oh shoot, I didn't slow that in.
The interesting thing about Andor season 2 is the release schedule. We're gonna get 2 hours of content of watching at least every single week. I don't know what you all
hold on though. So how did it start out last year? Because I was looking at something after I entered a thumbnail. I was like, who the heck entered in this stupid ass thumbnail? It looks exactly like ours. It was ours from the first Andor, and it was episodes 1, 2, and 3 there too, wasn't it?
It was, but then they did every week after that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they did weekly.
So it's gonna be. We're gonna break.
I like this, bro. I like it. I mean,
movie. It's basically a movie every week,
dude. That's cool as shit. I'm okay with that, especially if they drop it. Are they dropping it on Tuesday?
But you see, think about this. If they drop this like this,
whatever the 22nd is, I don't know what that is.
It's a month. There's all you're gonna have. Once this is gone, what do we have besides visions? We gotta have something going.
Stop, Dom.
No, you
hold
don't.
on.
It's not that much longer.
No, it doesn't. And by the way, hold on. This is a brilliant move, and let me try to explain why. Because you've got 2 types of streaming fans at one point. You've got the people who like the weeklies and will watch something new each single week, and then you got the people that if you don't get it out there fast enough, they're not going to watch any of it. They want to binge watch it. And you have to find the balance between those 2 fan bases, or we're not going to have any product. So, Dom, I guess the question is, would you like it a faster schedule or a slower schedule?
This. No, I do like this because it actually keeps you interested. But I'm just saying that there's a reason why they're doing this, because it could have went to 12 weeks. It could have been. It went to 12 weeks. It could have went.
And then they would have low ratings again because the binge people will not wait 12 weeks.
I know
12 weeks. They would never do that.
But doing this, there's going to be a huge gap. What Star Wars content they have besides Visions? That's the thing.
That's not their goal.
First off, that's not their goal. It's not just to have Star Wars content. It's Disney. It's Disney Plus is the streaming service. They got Marvel content that's already coming out. That's going to overlap with this. They don't want to come all out.
Well, actually overlapped the last week. The last
stuff
week
is surely going to be announced at Celebration. So you'll probably have Visions and some other stuff coming out too.
Yeah.
Like if there's content coming, there's movies they're working on. There's movies they have to drop. There's movies they have to put out Marvel movies and then go on the streaming service. There's lots of stuff. But the actual reason why they're doing this is pretty obvious. Is that it's formatted entirely different than not entirely different, but somewhat different than the first season, in that there's going to be a time skip between each year.
Yeah.
So they're making it so like you can watch that whole story arc that exists in that 1 year before it skips to the next. And you don't have to go weekly, and then you're not confused in week 4 when you're like, is this 1 year later, 1 year after? What's going on here? I don't remember. Blah blah blah.
Hey, I'll be honest with you. I think this is brilliant how they're doing this. They're literally grabbing every type of demographic you could possibly want.
It's just going to suck for us. Breaking down 2 hours of content every week.
I'm not clipping this crap.
Brutal. It's going to be brutal for content creators. I agree with you. It's better viewing experience, but it's going to suck.
The content creators are going to love it. That's going to be great for them. 35 minutes compared to 2 hours of like geeking out on 900 million Easter eggs and the fucking thing.
No, bro, can you believe it? It's gonna be like 1,023 Easter eggs this week.
It's I love this format. You kidding me?
7 million Easter eggs. It's like 4 episodes. Jesus,
it's gonna be miserable for them. Oh my god, I can't wait.
For us, it's gonna be fine. For us,
Dom's gonna lose his job because he'd be watching all those videos and he's not gonna actually work.
Oh, Dom, yeah,
it's over for you, Dom. Sorry.
Dom doesn't watch it. Hey, no, Dom likes it because he doesn't watch the show anyways. He just watches those videos and then he thinks he knows what the show's about. So it's perfect for him.
And listen, I don't give a shit, man. I'll watch what I got to watch. I'll be happy with this, and hopefully we get some nice big surprise at Star Wars Celebration. That's all I'm at. I'm looking forward to it.
You said you know what?
No, I don't know what it is. They won't tell me.
There's going to be a surprise. He didn't say no.
They just said there was going to be a surprise at Celebration. No doubt. That's what Celebration is.
Well, listen. There is a rumor
that told him that about a surprise that was going to be there.
There's going to be one big surprise. Like we already know basically what they're going to talk about. Andor stuff, but it's Kathleen Kennedy stuff. But there's one big thing that's going to be dropped. And look, another thing is that the flashbacks that Ahsoka season 2 is going to probably have with the Clone Wars. They're apparently a Clone Wars series that's going to be happening, an event with Clone Wars live action coming. So that's the thing. But there's something else animated wise. It's something. It can either be animated or live action. The person told me that they declined. They can't. They just said just listen when the celebration happens.
I wouldn't be entirely surprised if there's some sort of animation project that they haven't announced yet. That seems to tend to be the stuff that like the
shows up there.
Scoop and the insiders don't care about that much. So it doesn't get reported, and they can keep it secret, and they can work on it, and then when they're ready, they can announce it. As like
also too, typically
I wouldn't be surprised if you get an animated series we've heard nothing about so far.
And typically, that's what you see at celebrations. They give you a first look art of the art. I mean, they do it like almost everyone I've been to had an animation drop that was a shockular. I think if we get the early drop for TV,
I don't know that London did it?
Well, that doesn't count.
They did
sorry. I know 26% of our viewers are over the pond. But I don't know. Did they give us an animation on that?
They gave us
Bad Batch season. Oh no, it was Tales of the Empire, or
Tales of the Jedi, the first one.
Yeah. So we got something over there. Yeah.
No, we'll get something. I expect we get an animated show.
You know what we'll know? You know how we'll know?
Half the year.
You know how we'll know when they drop the shirts.
Yeah.
When they drop the shirts, there's going to be a character that doesn't link up with the other ones, and you're going to be like, "Why is this character there?" And that's why you're going to know what the animation is.
I mean, there's also the fact that right now there's no animation.
By the way, all those pins sold out already. Sold the hell out.
Right now, there's no animation projects we know of coming out, right? But the animation department still exists there. It's still obviously working. So it's not like they're just going to pay these bunch of people to do nothing. Like,
yes,
surely
they're just going to keep giving us nubs. We're going to get 4 seasons of nubs every year, and you're going to like it. You're going to like it.
Dude,
that is literally
I'm
nothing.
Grab a needle in my neck. That happens.
That is zero content, by the way. That's negative net loss.
I want to see someone hunt Nubs and take his damn fur.
I'd rather watch Bluey
in a skin rug friggin' Nubs.
Your hatred of Nubs makes no sense. It's great.
It does make a lot of sense.
Yeah, it makes sense.
All right, we'll keep moving on. All right, here's the big news of the week. Kathleen Kennedy came out this week and confirmed she is not retiring, but she did say that succession discussions are ongoing, and there is going to be more news reported sometimes either later this year or early next year. But she will continue to be a producer in the upcoming Star Wars movies after she steps down as the person in charge.
Which is what George does right now. She's literally going to do the same thing.
That's what I was about to say. So she's retiring. Like, let's be honest, this is still basically retiring. You can phrase it however you want, but when a successor takes your position as the president or head of a studio or whatever, and then you're kind of just a consultant afterwards, you're basically partly at least retired.
I think she's going to be a bigger producer than George is, though. I think she's.
I don't think so. George is in on every single thing, dude. He's at every.
She still has some awards she wants to win.
Well, good luck with that.
Yeah, but you can win an award. Okay, so in the world of Hollywood, right, an executive producer does not really make actual decisions on shows and is not there on the set every day or whatever. They're the person that basically provides money and occasionally consults on something. And that's what she's going to be. Now, will she win awards for that? Technically, yes, because the executive producer is part of the production team. But they're not actually there. They're not actually like making decisions necessarily.
Hold on now. They might be on set sometimes and stuff like that.
Well, I mean, all the time, every day.
You're right. The executive, a lot of, because that's why you have multiple executive producers, and a lot of them are at best contract, at best consultants, and I mean, whichever term you want to use for them. I mean, it's not. Yeah. They're kind of like paid vacations, right? So you come in, you get to do a little bit of work, you get to shake some hands.
Consultant, more or less, right?
Yeah. I mean, I think that's a great suit. I think that's a great color to the armor. I would maybe change it a little darker, a little brighter. Thank you for your opinion. And then they move along,
It's just like, it's basically what Lucas does on set. Now, like, I don't know if I would actually do that. And people go, thanks, Grandpa George, but we got
Marco, I'm going to send you a video. I'm going to see if I send it to you, if you could do anything with it.
Don't send it to my phone.
No, I'm going to send it to your phone.
I don't have my phone on me, Tom.
He doesn't have his phone with him.
As a message, because I'm trying.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I mean, I think that's just kind of it, right? Like, it's like, what did you expect her to do? And by the way, I would like to add, we do know that there's like 12 VPs underneath her, executive VPs, and none of them are named John. We know that, right?
Mm-hmm.
None. Like, John actually isn't a real executive.
And I don't think he ever will be.
I don't think he is either.
I don't think he would do that.
He wouldn't be good at it. He's not trained for it. He doesn't know any of that.
Well, hold on now, because he did the whole swinger thing and everything else. But
I'm talking about Filoni, not Favreau. Filoni.
Yeah, John, I don't think he wants to do.
Filoni for sure would want it.
Well, no,
Filoni wants her job for sure.
What?
Yeah, but he's like his. Well, Dave has it. Dave is an executive.
Yeah,
he's an executive in the system. Yeah. He's just not a V. He's not.
He's creative. He's creative executive. He's not.
He doesn't have the financial background. He doesn't have all the other stuff.
I get Favreau really wants that. I think if Favreau wants
he doesn't, because Favreau can make more money.
Let me finish. I was gonna say too, if he wants creative executive control kind of thing, he wants that at Disney. I don't think he wants to work on Lucasfilm and Star Wars the rest of his career or whatever.
Well,
I don't think that's what he wants.
I agree. He wants to be more mobile.
He likes the freedom of being in the creative part. Dave Filoni just got. So Dave Filoni definitely won't fit in the shoes. Look, she had. So apparently, the woman that was supposed to step in, he wound up leaving and going someplace else. So that's why she's holding back. It's going to be someone that's underneath.
That's not
her.
True.
It's going to be someone else. What's
that's
not true?
Her Chin and what's her name? The two people that really have been below her the whole time. One's a financial and marketing VXP, and the other one is the production level and whatever. They're still there. But both those people are still employed, and those are probably the two front runners for her position. They're going to promote one of those two.
They will.
And anybody who's leaving knows that they're not in for the running for it. That's kind of how those jobs work now.
Yeah,
but Unfortunately,
if you're in the running for it, you're not leaving, Dom.
Yeah,
you weren't going to get the job,
dude. That check is just too big. Like it's too big of a check. I mean, but like those people have been there. I think Chan's been there for like 15 to 20, and I can't remember what the lady's name, but she's also been there for just God knows how long. They've been in Lucasfilm forever.
Well, and Lucasfilm makes a lot of its money. People realize it's not just producing Star Wars and Indiana Jones movies, and like it makes a lot of its money on effects.
Yeah,
yep,
and doing effects for other studios and things. It's not just their own projects. So there's a little more to it that somebody from the financial side and the effects side that has the history and like dealing with other businesses and stuff would have an advantage in that scenario a little bit.
I don't think they're gonna have to wheel her out of the office, Scott. I'm pretty sure they have two candidates in mind of who's gonna take it over, and like, she's just gonna. But I will guarantee you this: her and George Lucas, you're gonna have to bury them in the ground before they get off the floor. Like they will be around forever. And by the way, Dave Filoni will be too at this point. I think Dave's about 10 years off for moving his way up. If he could start getting into the financial aspect of Disney, that's the only thing that he's lacking now. He's had 2 years as kind of like executive in the animation and production level. Now all he needs is a little bit of financial backing. If he gets that financial backing experience, it's over. Like he'll be the next one up.
A lot of it too. It's going to be Disney's decision too.
I don't know if he wants to do that though, because then he loses a lot of his creativity time. You can't.
Yeah, but he wants to be George.
Shows anymore.
Hey, Marco, stuff. The president of general manager of Lucasfilm is the Lewin Brannon. She's just below Kathleen Kennedy. So if anybody was to get the position, it would be her.
I think that's the person Marco couldn't think of their name.
Yeah, that's the president.
But also, there's a guy named Chen. There's a guy named Chen who's got like a ton of experience too, and it'd go between those two. That's who it's probably.
Somebody will get it, but the whole fact is that if you're gonna go outside, like people will say the outrageous Kevin Feige, fucking goddamn, Dave Filoni, like people out. Look, Kevin Feige's on his way out of freaking Marvel. I don't think he's gonna come to Star Wars.
No.
He's not going to.
I agree with you, Dom.
Because he'll be a consultant too. He'll just take the consultant job also. I mean, you're gonna pay you pay him $1 million. If you got paid $1 million a year, and you got some stocks options, would you take that job? Because I wouldn't. I would be a consultant for $1 million some options.
But you know what? But look, like at the end of the day, I know her position, has a lot of things that go along with it. But if you have another position below it, you probably have more freedom to do a lot more things. Once you get that, you get a lot of money, but you still make decent money underneath, and you have more freedom than to be locked in that particular position.
Yeah, like Filoni couldn't do what Filoni's doing if he was in her position.
Exactly.
Well, no. So like, actually, it's the next level. So the next raise that Filoni gets, he's not going to be. But Tom, what you just said, how does that work, man? Because you blame her for everything, and then you just said you can't be involved with anything at that level. But you're right.
The whole fact is that you got to be realistic.
Let me explain this though. Like Dave, the next level up for him for his promotion, it just
you had it out, and you didn't take it.
Go ahead.
No, I just said you had it out, and you didn't take it.
Yeah. I know. I should have done it. I should have just let it.
At the end of the day, look, as much as and she look, I'm going to be honest with you.
We're good.
I know she has done some good things and produced some good things, and that I have to. And look, if it wasn't for the firing. If it wasn't like Rogue One, we wouldn't have had Rogue One the way it was if it didn't go down differently. It would have been a much different film compared to what it was.
Dwayne, what do you think they pay those people to? What do you think they pay those people to consult? What do you think they pay them? What do you think Lucas is getting paid to consult? He's getting paid over $1 million to consult.
Oh yeah, easy.
Like, dude, I'm not sure you understand how much money Kathleen Kennedy's making. Like, I'm not quite sure you understand. Like, I'm not quite sure you understand how the people underneath her is getting paid either. There's a lot of money being paid there.
There is.
So
I don't think she's leaving until the end of 2026. I never did before. Iger's leaving at 2026, and I don't think she's leaving anytime before that. I think Iger wants her to stay for as long as he's there, and they'll work on Succession at the same time.
Well, no, but you hold on. You got to remember, Iger already like.
Let's say, is Iger going to stay gone?
Yeah, and also
that's
you have to remember,
question.
Iger already had like Kathleen has 2 new bosses from like they already did that upper management split down and divided. Instead of having one boss over 15 people, now they got 2 subcategory bosses over Lucasfilm because of animation and everything else. So
I just don't think Iger wanted to work with somebody else for the last 6 months of his term.
Well, I'm not sure he directly works as much as you think he does.
I don't know that. I mean, that may be part of it in the fact that like she wants to work with him to decide the successor versus when you come in, a new person though typically wants to choose. I didn't mean to go forward on that. I think I did that.
Oh, that's all right. You're good. We can move on.
Can I throw something in real quick? Really quick.
Yeah.
I'm not
go ahead.
Okay, this could be a wild theory. What is it that she's staying on and Iger's for that they're trying to ship Star Wars out and trying to find somebody to buy Star Wars because of the headaches that it's been bringing, and they don't want to deal with it anymore.
They're not going to do that.
No, I mean, that makes too much money for them to do that. I don't think
do you know how much Star Wars would sell for? Do you know what it value is?
Oh, no. That's JJ's got the point. Right. Who's got the money to buy it?
Yeah.
Apple has the money.
You're not going to sell it to a direct competitor.
You have to. You don't have a choice.
You have no choice. I'm just saying. But
you're not going to do that.
You lose the parks. You don't understand how important it is to the parks. You don't understand how important it is to other things. It's not happening.
No, but if you know the way things are, like, look, let's put it this way: Star Wars has been a IP that's been nothing but total chaotic bullshit that's been going on.
That's totally not true, Dom.
That's true.
Do you know how much
it's made a lot of money?
The valuation of Star Wars is right now?
Yeah.
Do you know what it is? The valuation of Star Wars is right now by estimates? Somewhere between $30 and $40 million or $1 billion.
Billions.
$40
million. I'll buy it tomorrow.
Let me put this in perspective. Let's say 13 years ago, your investment was worth $400,000. And 13 years later, it's worth $4 million.
$4 billion.
How is that in disarray?
I know, but it's just I'm talking about the company itself, the money.
Yeah,
but
see, the Disney
clearly not in disarray when you're 10 times your valuation.
But hold on, and the disarray you're talking about is not really that different from the rest of Disney's disarray.
Yeah,
like think of all the other controversies that Disney has to deal with besides Star Wars. Aren't really that different, are they?
And also, too, I think we all are forgetting. Adding on to JJ's point, that just a year ago or a year and a half, whenever Iger came back in, 6 months after he came in, because of the overlaps, because Disney at one point, and it was Iger who did it, bought up so many properties, and that they had so many people there, that was causing a lot of this disarray. And then he streamlined it now. That, you know what I mean? So there's a streamlining. As the streamlining has been occurring, the profitability, we can go back to the videos. You know, Joe's was in here telling me how the stock price of Disney is going to be $30. And I'm like, buy it now when it's at $80 because it's going to be above 100 soon enough. And guess what? It has strongly been above 100 the last year. Okay. And right after right after the reorging of it all, Disney as a whole has moved it that they understand their money is through licensing, and all this other stuff that you want is just like He-Man, the cartoon. It ain't about the cartoon being good. If it was, they would have spent better time not having He-Man do this every single time. What it's about is licensing. And if you can start selling it, as far as you own the licensing, you sell your merchandise one way, you can sell your licensing to other parks or to other streaming services. Remember, at one point, Disney they were kind of nationalists. They were only trying to stay in their streaming service. That's not the case anymore. They have learned the lesson from that they need expansion.
Fox and Hulu.
Well, yeah, they did. They only had to reduce that too.
Yeah.
Like they had to reduce that too.
Yeah.
So now the fruits of the labors are starting to pay off. They're not going to sell. They've gone through the growing pains already, Dom. They've had the kid not listen to them, the teenager and everything else. They're not going through that anymore. They've kicked the teenagers out of the house. They're in college now. Kick them out. They're done. Go get a job. And now they're getting the money back in. Now all of a sudden they're having their golden years. Unfortunately, they're not going to sell at that point. Why would they?
It's just a
crazy part of it is the name, though. That's the thing. Like that's why let's be frank. That's why they bought Lucasfilm, right? was to merchandise and to have the Star Wars name. They didn't buy it so they could just make the movies. Yeah, they want to make movies. They want to make billions of dollars because that's what sells the other merch. But they bought it for the name, the merchandise.
The minute you see Lego not make Star Wars Legos anymore, that's the first. They're gonna shit. You get your wish. Disney will be selling freaking the Star Wars naming rights.
Yeah, but that ain't anytime soon. So you got nothing to worry about it.
It's the golden goose. It's not going anywhere.
We got tons of updates this week on upcoming movies. As Kennedy gave her "I'm not going anywhere right now" article. So, but the first one is, I think, the most exciting, and that is we now know what movie is coming up after Mando and Grogu and Mando. We knew this pretty much, but we didn't exactly know for sure. So it is next up, and we did find out that it's taking place about 5 or 6 years after Episode 9. So it will be a standalone movie. It will feature mainly new characters, so we're not going to have to worry about that.
Tell your wife you're completely right, Wookie Fanatic. Tell her you're completely
Hey, Wookie, right. Come on, man. I want to see freaking.
Stop. Go.
I have a question on this. Wait, real quickly. Maybe confirm because I didn't actually read the whole interview. Is it 5 to 6 years after Episode 9, or 5 to 6 years after the other movie?
Episode 9.
Episode 9.
After Episode 9.
So is Ray gonna be in this or no? Ray's not gonna be mentioned.
We have no idea. There's no.
That's what I'm saying. Like Ray's movie's after Episode 9, right? That's what I'm curious.
15 years after Episode 9.
It said it's mainly going to feature characters we've never seen before. I don't think Ray's in this one. It might feature somebody that was a minor character that makes a place.
So
we're just doing news to prove that Marco's right. Is this what we're doing today?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Well, I was the one that said the Mando Grogu movie was going to be the first one, not the Rey movie. I was like, we don't even know if we're going to get a Rey movie, so wait till the end. And now we've got 2 films before this Rey movie that you all were telling me was going to be the first movie. Okay, cool. I'm just making sure we're doing Marco's right today because
this is the anniversary of Star Wars movie that's going to be dropping 2027. Supposedly,
that's all right. Marco's right today. Okay, cool. Thank you guys.
Actually, Marco, I do admit you were.
I don't know if that's true, Dom. I don't know if that's true. We'll find out. This one.
Hey, don't you hate on Wayseeker? No, this one. Stop trying to greenlight me, Dom. I see what you're trying to do. You're trying to make him mad. He was right, and then all of a sudden you had to cut off.
I'm not Thank you, Dom. That, Thank you, Dom, for telling me. You're not listening to me.
Thank you, Dom. Thank you very much. Wayseeker, enough. We got it.
Wayseker's trying to say we don't know when this movie will come out.
I think there's a chance that this is the 50th anniversary movie. They said after that, the next big thing is the Simon Kinberg trilogy, which will be the next big saga. The script is coming out in June, and these 3 movies will also take place after Episode 9. I think there's a chance, Dom, that we could get both of the movies in 2027, and they've already had 2 movies on the docket for 2027.
Before we start talking dates, I want to say this with a big caveat. This is all just placeholder dates, and they're put in place. You don't even have a script delivered on any of these yet. So they could Mandalorian Grogu you do, but the other ones you don't.
There's a script for this one. It's not finalized. I thought they had a script, an initial script, but not a final script.
Well, yeah, that's what I said. Not finalized.
Sure.
So
they haven't even started actual production. It's still in pre-production. So they're very flexible in the dates for all of them.
So the Simon Kingsburg movie, the trilogy, is that going to supposedly be 10, 11, and 12?
It's not going to be the Skywalker saga. No. So I don't know if they'll use the same numbers or not.
Okay.
But it's the next big trilogy within the Star Wars universe.
Why would you start this after you get the other 2 out of the way?
I mean,
what do you mean?
Well, get the Mando movie out of the way, and then whatever that one off of 9 years after the
Well, I think the Mando movie, in reality, I think the Mando movie comes first because one, it's already a known quantity for people.
No, I agree.
And also, you largely had the script at least already partially, if not completely done, at least for the most part, going into it. They just changed as we alluded to earlier, he changed the season 4 script to kind of be the movie.
Right.
I mean, they just pulled a Moana. They made it changing. They're changing from TV shows to movies. Moana did the same thing. It was supposed to be a TV show, and they turned it into a movie.
But I wonder after the Andor, because we do know that Andor is with it saying too is a Star Wars story. We remember what Star Wars stories are, correct?
Yes.
Yeah. Not about central figures. I don't know.
No. Star Wars stories were supposed to be the movies that were in gap years for the trilogies. That's what they're supposed to be. But after they fumbled the bag with Solo and they couldn't get Lando off the thing, and then they ended up doing the Boba Fett thing, and they did the Obi as a TV show. And now it seems though that with Andor, they're finally catching stride. So I'm not really. If you're saying there's going to be 2 and 27 Wayseeker, that's the only thing I'm getting stuck on. One of these might be an Andor situation where you're doing mini TV movies, 4 episodes or 4 weeks at a time with an hour and a half each thing. I mean, it could pace out that way, especially if this works, man.
I don't know. The rumor I didn't put in here, but the rumor on this one is it's going to have a fairly small budget.
Which would mean that one could even just become the TV movie special, or whatever it becomes. Yes.
The rumor was the budget was somewhere between 120 to 140 million, which is small. That's smaller than most TV shows.
That's not a movie,
but it is. It can be.
It depends on the movie you're doing, but yeah.
So again, maybe that is something they're testing waters with.
Yeah, I mean, I'm all for. Look, man, that's the one thing I'll tell you about that I like. That I'll give them a little bit of relax, and I'm not all gung ho like Dom on the stuff. Is like some of the stuff, and I think he's missing this that they're trying is actually hitting. And now what you've seen over the last 2 years is if it doesn't hit, they just move on.
Why is there the picture of the owl?
I don't know,
because he did Rebels. I didn't.
Yeah, yes, you got the other daughter.
That's not what it was. I know. Stop. I knew what you're trying to do. Thank you, Dom, for not doing it. Don't go. You're almost doing it. I know he's trying to trigger you, so don't let him do it.
I wasn't trying to trigger you. It didn't even cross my mind.
Okay.
Well, listen, I know that's not been the Morse God, so it's going to be a.
I think I have to be more pitches all the time.
Stop. All right. But yeah, Blair Witch budget. Yeah, all right.
We got updates on Mangold's movie. This one I still think is never happening.
I can go to a long
slowly progressing, working on the script now, which is the same thing they said for 2 years. So I don't think this one.
Yeah, he's working on like 6 scripts because the dude never stops making
movies.
Which one's coming out first, the Lando movie or this movie?
Well, we also got update on this one. She said it's not officially dead yet, but there's still no script.
It's dead. Even he said it's dead.
Well, she did say
someday we will get a script.
He did say that he had something written and it was very lovely, so that scares me. So
he had notes. He had some notes.
He said he had a draft or whatever the hell you want to call it.
Yeah, he said at one point he had a draft.
But also he wasn't working on it anymore.
But then we got crucified for Thor: Love and Thunder. He started backing off when people.
I don't know. I don't think it's that. I think he just never got to it.
Which one's more likely? None of those are happening. But if you had to guess, one Mangold's movie or
Mangold's movie.
Mangold's movie is much more likely than Taika Waititi's movie.
You think so? I think they're both like 0%.
If you shit in one hand and you shit in the other hand, you got shit in both hands. I'm trying not to swear, but I don't know. If you got poop in one hand and poop in another hand, you got poop in both hands. So it doesn't matter which poop stinks more.
In one hand, you have a guy who actually says, yeah, it's slow progress, but I'm still working on that movie. You got the other guy who says, I'm not even really working on that anymore.
Listen, I'm very hyped.
I'm still working on it.
I'm very hyped about Mangold's movie. I want to see that. I want to see the Dawn of the Jedi. I think that's anything's possible with that. I want to see that shit. I don't give a shit. I think that's gonna outride all these other freaking crappy movies that the people that saying they're gonna be doing. I want to see that.
What if the original Jedi is just some fat like Buddha dude that walks around and just says stuff backwards the whole time, like a Yoda talking like fat guy that doesn't ever even light on the lightsaber.
You see that shit at the Comic Cons every fucking day at Comic Cons. People like that walking. On the goddamn cruise I was on, I saw those things. Fucking, I don't do shit.
All right, so here's the thing. She also said there are 3 to 4 unknown projects in development. So I don't know what we need.
I just hate when
I like that. No, I don't hate that at all. No, that's good news.
I don't hate this. I hate that. I just hate when they prematurely say shit and it doesn't come into fruition. That's what I'm trying to say.
You mean like the Mangold movie that you just loved?
No, well, the fact is more likely for that to happen than Rogue Squadron, which is the other one that they've been talking about. They
haven't talked about Rogue Squadron in like 4 years.
They actually talk about it. It's still Patty Jenkins' movies is still on the freaking goddamn table.
No, she didn't mention that for a long time. Patty has said that she still wants to work on it.
You don't know that they didn't mention that. There's unknown projects in development. That could still be one of them.
Working with Patty Nub's Greatest Hits is coming out anymore. Nub's Greatest Hits is coming out for Runway Seekers. So,
hey, we could get that one.
A lot of times, when you're attached to direct something like Jenkins was, it's a contractual obligation.
Nubs,
for sure.
So there could very well still be a Patty Jenkins project.
Yes, but that most times that expires after 3.5 years if there's no moving forward. So I mean,
here's the thing that people are freaking out of, which I think is nothing, but people are freaking out of it on the internet.
Who's Patty Jenkins, by the way?
She's
Wonder
Woman.
Oh, okay.
Wonder Woman, right?
Yeah, okay.
The project she didn't mention, and there were two. She didn't mention the Rey movie. She also didn't mention Dave's Ahsoka Thrawn movie. The two projects that she gave no.
I'm not sure that she hasn't. I'm not sure that the Mando movie is not part of an Ahsoka Thrawn movie. I'm not sure that that's not.
He said it's a different movie, but
you could say okay.
But Dave,
okay.
I'm not worried about it because I think she's saving something for Celebration. Just because she didn't mention it in some article, if we go through Celebration and we don't get anything, then I'll be more worried about it. But right now, I am not worried about it.
Listen, I am extremely happy if we hear nothing more about this Rey movie. I'm extremely happy if they freaking just race it off the god.
First off, the only people who are referring it to as a Rey movie are like the hit channels that Dom watches and us because we see
it is a Rey movie. The freaking dumb thing. I don't want to see
what's it about. What's it about?
Media and stuff refers to it that way too, but we don't actually know how much Rey is in it. We know that
she's killed in the first second.
Involved in it a little bit, and that she has seen script drafts and other stuff, and has given advice to people about the character itself. But like Rey could be in the Rey movie for a total of 35 minutes.
Right. That's what I'm saying.
2-hour movie. Like we don't know.
We don't.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying is like calling it the Rey movie.
It's like calling Last Jedi the Luke movie.
She's the other she said she's the future of the franchise. So that's why you got to think about that. And I don't want to.
Who said she's the key to the franchise? Nobody said that.
She said that she is the future of the Star Wars franchise.
No,
that's why she's going to be in a lot of. I don't want to.
Where? When?
I don't think she herself said that. I don't.
Somebody said that.
They said that she said that. That Rey is the future of Star Wars.
They said, he said, she said, thee said, them said, whatever said.
Kennedy, Lucasfilm.
I have a point to make on the larger aspect here, particularly the last article we kind of glazed over. Let me explain to you in movie executive speak what in development means for a project. In development means somebody thought it up in their head at some point and pitched it to somebody else. That's a project in development. So a lot of the shit will probably actually never happen.
Absolutely.
Like maybe 50%.
Yeah,
I would have to agree.
I still think both of these projects will probably happen. I think Dave's project will happen. She didn't say anything because we don't have any update. We don't have any update on Ahsoka season 2. He said it's going to come out after Ahsoka season 2.
Wait, let me ask you a question
about it.
Let me ask you a question. Second. Oh, wait, Seeger. All right, so the Dave Ahsoka Thrawn movie, that might be a part of the Mando movie. That might Mando
actually
might.
He said it's not.
He can say a lot of things, though, but that doesn't necessarily mean that that's true.
I agree.
At this point, you just said he hasn't. Wait, let me finish. You just said he hasn't even thought of the ending to season 2 of Ahsoka yet. So how do you know that the Ahsoka Thrawn movie, or whatever he has in mind for that, because that's the only thing out there right now is what's in his mind, isn't just going to end up being part of season 2?
Oh, it could be. That part I agree with.
I'm thinking Dave floats that out there because Dave kind of wants to stay a little bit more relevant. The thing that, like, listen, guys, I got another movie coming after my movie and a TV show. Like, please, let's just say that something inside Filoni's head and nowhere else is not necessarily a project that's necessarily going to come to fruition.
Fair announced, though, by Kennedy that the movie that he's working on is not the Mando movie. Kennedy announced it at Celebration that the movie is going to be the Thrawn Ahsoka movie, and that one is not the Mando movie. So it has been announced.
No, not the Mando movie.
I think you're missing. Hold on, I think you're missing JJ's point. That's all good and great. Things change.
Yeah. I actually think the Mando movie is going to be a trilogy. I think it's going to be a trilogy.
I mean, my larger point is until he puts pen to paper and writes out a script, like a physical, actual piece of thing, like then that doesn't actually exist and can then become anything.
Yeah, we'll see.
Can I ask you a question? Because I'm just looking over the Celebration art. Why is Plo Koon the only one outstanding piece of art in all the Celebration art that does not fit with all the other themes?
I don't know, but that artist is a badass, and he drew one of his favorite Jedi.
Oh, it's sweet as shit. Don't get me wrong, it's sweet as shit. But
I think he literally said on Instagram he drew one of his favorite.
Okay,
I don't know if they gave him direction.
But it's also Dave's character. Like you want to get your art selected.
But that's what I'm saying. It's a Dave character. Yeah. We're not talking about the Ahsoka movie.
I hope we don't get a Plo Koon movie. That'd be horrible.
Oh no, animated series.
I'm okay with that. I don't want
a
movie.
Plo Koon based animated series only on Plo Koon.
Listen, the 20th anniversary of Revenge is coming. So we do a lot, and maybe they'll do a Clone Wars series. Remember, there's so many things they can do. I just don't want another Clone Wars. I don't want another Clone Wars cartoon. I want something different. No more clones.
Plo Koon and Baby Ahsoka. Who wants it?
I'll take Baby Ahsoka.
They already did that. It was called Tales of the Jedi or whatever.
It was called
Expanded Out.
Ice Age meets Star Wars.
So apparently they have a Tales of the Sith that might be coming, and
I wouldn't be shocked at that at all.
Friggin' Bane and Balin's skull would be the main things in that cartoon. So we'll see. And a Tales.
Bane would not be introduced in that. I don't believe
he's a Sith. He's a Sith. Bane will be. It's a cartoon, and then you'll get a Tales of the Bounty Hunter series too. There's going to be a lot of tales coming. There's a lot of things.
I believe that they're easy and they're good. So
Bane was in Clone Wars. Why can't you have a Bane in Tales of the Sith cartoon?
Because they're going to save that character for something bigger than a tale.
Introduce a character with that, and then
really want more Samurai Darth Bane.
You find out the origin.
Yeah, I really don't want Samurai
Balin's skull Bane. Too. Balin's skull.
I want real Darth Bane, not Samurai Darth Bane.
Anyway,
I want Darth Bane kicking the shit out of some unicorn Manatar Jedi. That's what I want.
Last week, JJ talked about Star Wars Eclipse. It came back in the news. The developer that does Star Wars Eclipse provided an update, and they said they were not affected by the layoffs. So they said they're continuing to work on all their projects. But what was so interesting is they didn't mention Star Wars Eclipse once. So I don't think they're working on Star Wars Eclipse at all, but they're not affected.
Also, they're not affected by the layoffs because they've already been stripped of a lot of their workforce, left in their other legal aspects of sexual harassment lawsuits and everything else.
So
there's nobody left to lay off. Probably it's three.
We'll continue to follow this news, but this is, I think, much to do about nothing. But they said they weren't affected, so we'll see if that actually means anything going forward. We got the 20th anniversary Revenge of the Sith heading back to the theater just for Dom to watch. He's excited.
I actually think that's one of the best parts of the prequel trilogy. That it is the Rise of Darth Vader. I thought it was good. Fucking Anakin slicing and dicing all those kids.
This is the worst movie of them all.
Somehow. No, it's not.
No,
it's not. No, it's not.
No, it's not.
It is.
No, it's not the worst movie. You're the worst movie.
You're officially just saying that to try to troll them now. This is definitely not the worst movie of those three.
You're not the worst movie. Listen, I'll tell you what. I like Attack of the Clones.
No,
I do like Attack of the Clones.
I
do like Attack of the Clones, but this, if you're going to put it, this is up there with The Empire Strikes Back, and The Empire Strikes Back is number 1. So this is number 2.
Crazy
behind The Empire Strikes
Back.
Actually, no.
I will say this poster is awesome. Whoever did this poster did a great job at this poster.
At least
so, I will not be seeing this in the theater, but it will be out for a whole week for those that you want to go see it starting April 25th. So, enjoy, spend your money, get your Darth Vader popcorn thing that they probably will have going on with this, and Ruben will go see it for sure.
Popcorn bucket now.
Yeah, I'm sure there'll be a Vader popcorn bucket. You can already see it coming.
And listen, I want to see the Boba Fett killing Mace Windu part that they cut out. So anyway, let's go back.
You're not going to see that.
I know you're not going to see that. I know. I'm just saying.
Cool. They didn't actually film it, so you can't see it.
I don't want to see this crap. I hope they cancel High Republic when freaking the Star Wars Celebration comes.
It's over. It's not going to get canceled. It's over at the end of the summer.
erased from fucking canon.
That's
what I want.
Happen.
I want this crap erased.
It's been.
You haven't even been following and reading it. What do you care?
It's crap, man.
Overall,
The characters are fucking dumb, stupid. I don't like these characters. A fucking rock, fucking stupid. I don't get out of here.
You're the only person in the world that doesn't like Geode.
I don't like Geode. It's a fucking rock. I don't like that shit. You had a rock in Star Trek. I don't like that shit.
No, you had a rock monster.
Everybody loves Geode. How can you hate Geode? Of all the things you not like about High Republic, Geode is not one of them.
Listen, the High Republic.
How dare you insult the thing like that?
Yeah,
he's
a flirt, just like you. You got all the.
He's a rock. He's a rock. It's a fucking piece of stone that just sits there. It's a rock.
Anyways, we already knew this.
All right. So part two of Seeds of Starlight, Haunted Starlight.
The real reason why Dom should be upset is the lower left-hand portion of that picture continues to still be a thing. I don't know why the Drengier is still a thing.
It shouldn't be, but we actually said man did a better job than others at the Drengier. So I will make JJ listen to this one, and we will have to hear the amazing Tep Tep voice by the same.
I do like aliens.
Narrator that did the other one. It's like listen to chalk, somebody scratching a chalkboard with that Tep Tep. But
the names Tap Tap, douchebag, freaking real. These freaking stupid names. Tap, get a real goddamn name. Tap Tap. Yo, dude, what kind of name is that? I want to hear like freaking goddamn.
What kind of name is Dom?
Dom. Fucking Dom. It comes fucking domination, motherfucker.
Let's face it. Star Wars has not been filled with great names over the years, Dom.
I know,
so let's just be from.
Oh man, you
missed. Why does the pet have a middle initial?
You know what Dom just did when you were gone? He went off on Geode being a horrible character.
Fucking rock. Star Trek did it better.
Boo.
Of all the takes,
that's like a suspension.
That's what you did when you were gone.
So as we were talking. Oh, you want to come back? Okay. All right. Let's just stop with that right there. That's blasphemy. Okay.
This is blasphemy. Like a rock.
All right, so we got this one. Marco won't read this one because Marco is too cheap to get Audible. So
my Audible free credits. Thank you, JJ. Have ran out. I will not be. I will not be getting a child.
Mine.
Who are these? Who did this one?
George Man.
George Man.
I gotta say, next week we'll be covering. I don't know why we're gonna do it because next week we will be covering the awesome.
Week after. Basically, he's not here next week.
Well, you guys can't read. I've almost completely in 2 days.
Well, he's not here next week.
Well, I'm just saying I almost finished the whole book in a day. But
good God, how that thing is long.
It's good. Spoiler alert: the first half, at least, first 3/4.
We'll talk about it. It is good, but like I said, it is. It's like watching.
You know what's funny about it? You know what's funny about it? Just not to go over the whole story, but it's finally nice, I think, to read a novel outside of the High Republic era that doesn't just repeat stuff all the time.
Agreed.
So we've read other ones outside of that, but yeah. And from what I finished, this one is more promising than some of those.
It's very refreshing. Like it's a
writer that, for reference, with the book we're talking about is Reign of the Empire, which is out now. You can go get it if you want. We'll be reviewing it in a couple weeks, but I think it's also refreshing. It'll be interesting where they take it, being different writers in the trilogy, but it's refreshing to read a writer that I know well, that isn't a High Republic project, that I know well and has done good stuff in the past.
Go ahead.
We had the Mace Windu book, which was a new Star Wars author, which
was horrible.
Yeah, but I mean, it's a new Star Wars author. Like, what do I have to base his past works on? There's nothing.
No, he did that other book 20 years ago. That Clone Wars book was awful too.
Yeah.
So
what I just think is like you have gray off these books, and man, by the way, has been in this period. The second portion of third period, which by the way, that's just fourth period, right? If it's the second part of it, like I don't even know. It's like
they extended it so they get more torturous to us.
I mean,
it's like the
man has been the standalone. Like, sorry, JJ. Man has been the standalone quality writer of the final period that we're reading here, but like the bar's set so fucking low at this point. Excuse my French. So
well, we'll talk about High Republic stuff when we'll do our final review in a couple months.
Yeah, but I do like the behind the scenes on how they work stuff, and I like that. I mean, the Mon Mothma stuff is what it's going to be. It's pretty decent because it's not like the TV show stuff, but the stuff that they're doing with Bail Organa, which I think Bail Organa is a tough character to write because he's so predominant throughout Star Wars, but the way they're writing it's a good job. It's like when what's her name did the Leia book, and you're like, Gray. It's tough. Great, yeah, when Gray did Leia, it's tough to write Leia.
I mean, again, I haven't come anywhere near finishing. I don't really think I'm halfway, but the way they've done it in that book so far that he's done is good in the fact that, although like Bail, for instance, is a character we know,
yes,
but we don't really know that well as far as like what kind of motivates him and why he starts to rebel.
Yeah, we know his tones.
Yeah,
we know what he looks like. We know his tones. We see him all the time. But now we're hanging out with him at the bar after a couple drinks. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
Right. Yeah.
We'll talk about it. I think the book does some things really well.
I'm glad I don't have to. I'm glad I don't have to answer a fucking book report. Excuse my French. Book report from Wayseeker on this book.
You know, look,
he wants us to review this one too.
We will review it in a couple weeks after that.
I really want to read that book. I do want to read it.
You'll be here.
I'm just like I don't know if I have the other page.
The book's the size of the Bible, bro. That's
I know.
It is a long book.
It is a long book, and I heard that the audio was like 17 hours, right?
Yeah,
17 hour audio.
17 hours for audio. Yeah.
But
it's 17 hours.
Get to the point of a Bail. I understand probably why a lot of people don't like the story with him because you see him a few times in some of the shows, and like you said, you already know what he's about. But to really get deep into a character that really hasn't had a story based with him, I can understand a lot of people don't like it. But you know what? Like I said, it's hard to make those characters shine in the spotlight. Like Mon Mothma, they make she is what you see, and it may sound boring when you get a book with them in it that doesn't that's not a Jedi, that's not a pirate, a bounty hunter type thing, just the political head and figure of what the rebellion was. And a lot of people don't like. I don't understand why people don't like that because I think that is the most intriguing part of Star Wars. That
I completely agree, Don.
I read it. That's what I like.
You should read
Dude, it's the size of basically don't do that.
The size of the Bible, you know what, man? Listen.
Don't do that.
Look, I haven't read a comic book either.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
No, he ain't gonna read it. But
it's like this fucking
my book is literally falling apart because they tried to make it in like a 400-page book binding, and it's like 500 some pages, and it doesn't even fit in the binding.
Dude, well, you know what I do for I usually half the book and I use the dust jacket as the bookmark. That's fucked. It's fucked.
They should have made 2 books.
Can't do it. It's too big.
And then Barnes and Nobles added other shit in it. Like, what are you doing, bro? You don't need anything else in there.
It is the biggest Star Wars book we've gotten, I think, in the new era. So
no. Dawn.
I don't remember exact page count.
So yeah, what's the one that the Hera fucking wasn't?
No, it's not 18 hours.
Oh, that wasn't that long.
What Dawn is
Dawn
with Kanan? And
I don't think there has been an audiobook that's 18 hours.
You know what? I just put them all into a tub earlier this year. I can't.
So anyway.
There's some that are. I mean, I've listened to other audiobooks that are long, but not really Star Wars audiobooks that are that long.
Yeah,
so.
this one I think might be
long. There's a couple that have been big.
There's some that are longer than others.
We said we'd bring this one back when it starts the Kickstarter. The Palatoy Saga Kickstarter started 2 days ago. It is already fully funded. This is a book about the history of Star Wars toys for the UK.
Oh, I want that. I want that book.
So you have until, I don't know, UK time. So through the first 3 days, there's discount pricing to where you can get the book for 35% off. After that, that Kickstarter tier it closes out and it goes to the next tier, which is much more expensive. So if you want to pick this up, you still have a period of maybe somewhere between 6 to 12 hours to pick this thing up at the discounted tier.
What's this thing called?
Star Wars toys, the Power Toy Saga.
Yeah, the Power. Yeah, it's the other company that made the Star Wars toys. That the figures are really cool. Like,
it's like 35 euro, whatever. I don't know the conversion rate. So something like $40, I think. But you can get on Kickstarter right now. It's still got another 28 days to go, so it already is fully funded. So, all right, and that, my friends, finally is the longest week in Star Wars.
Hey, listen, at least we got some news, man. That's the main thing. It's been like slow with the news, and
we got all the news this week.
We got some stuff. Hey, look, hey Marco, so I have friends of mine that are actually going to a Star Wars Celebration too, and I told them, please pick up some Boba Fett stuff for me. I'll PayPal you the money.
My recommendation is if you really want it, find somebody in the UK to get it for you because the shipping is really pricey.
You're talking about the book.
Yeah. I think the shipping was somewhere in the vicinity of 25.
I don't know if anybody's up. I don't know if anybody's up at this point.
So 25 euros, like $28 shipping, which isn't actually that bad.
Normal for something that size, probably.
There was the Kenner book that came out. The Kenner book that came out. That it's like 7 printings already, and it's a Kenner book with all the Kenner toys. And that book is. I've been trying to find that book. And that book is a pretty hard book to get. You have to order it through a third-party company, something like that, and it actually has all from the beginning productions of Kenner all the way to the final products and stuff like that, which is really cool. I like that. Yes, Bruce, I have friends.
His pickle party friends.
Hey, no, enough. That nonsense. All right, yeah, let's get into. I guess we'll just get into. We got a lot of stuff still to get to. We'll get to comics because it's terrible this week, so we'll just flick through that. We're still going to cover Andor 2 trailer. We got the Deadly Venom segment that we still haven't named yet, but let's get into Rise of the Skywalker. Came out this week. Bunch of covers. There is some added bullshit, but it was from the novelization, which we said. But Wayseeker got all moist and wet over this, so I only pulled out 2. I pulled
moist and wet. Yeah, he did. Change the panties, Wayseeker.
I was happy they finally gave us an adaptation that wasn't straight from the movie. They at least added some stuff.
I'm glad.
This is what we wanted. Finally, we said if you're gonna give an adaptation, at least put something different in there.
Yeah, it's different, but it ain't new.
It's nice to see though, like a little bit more. Like this would have helped in the movie.
Well, this looks horrible. This looks like mummies.
I get that.
Like Palpatine.
Yeah,
I get that, but it would have been good in the movie.
Well,
yeah, but this is already. Yeah, it would have, but this is not good. Like what they did here wasn't good.
So
this is supposed to be helps with the Sith people, and then they gave us this, which we knew happened.
This was from the Shadows of the Sith book that we reviewed.
Yep, Shadows of the Sith.
It's interesting that they brought in something from.
I actually like that. This book is becoming more and more intriguing. This series, which I'm glad they actually brought it out because it actually completes the all the movie the adaptations of all the movies, which finally completes it. And I like it. Well, listen, this is when Luke was searching for things. And
I get that, but like Lando looks like he's like 20.
All right. Anyways, it was a nonsensical book. Anyways, coming next week, we got Jedi Knights, 80,000 covers, including some foils. We got the foils. We got the spot foil for the Jedi foil, the lightsaber foil. We got the foil for the head foil. And then we just got a Sabine cover that people like. And then we've got the incentives, the Greg Land 125 that looks like shit, and the lightsaber version, which is
the Greg Land. I think the Greg Land is pretty cool. I like that. I like shit. It's better than some of the covers that they had. Not the best, but a little bit better than a lot of the other covers.
Some people like the lightsaber ones, but I don't like that. Like
I don't mind the lightsaber ones.
Looks like
so
the cover.
The lightsaber ones are going to be all. They're going to have all the Jedi doing that. They're going to have all the.
Yes,
supposedly, yeah.
Here's a couple inside pages. We're getting a couple new characters, and mind tricks aren't working on more than just 1 or 2 people.
I just hope.
I'll be honest. Huh?
I just hope this doesn't suck.
It's not the 4, 5, 6 pages I've read. It's not
terrible,
great, but it's not terrible.
Yeah,
that's all I want.
I don't. Yeah, you know what it has? It has Dark Horse mid-level 1990s Dark Horse mid-level comic like mid-level comic stuff in it. That's what it has.
I don't have high hopes for this one.
Okay.
Just don't suck. Just don't suck.
Who's that character? He looks pretty interesting. I like that.
Who that is?
Who that is?
Which character?
The guy that's with the horns.
The Lamco character with the horns, or the other character?
Yeah,
with
he's got the horns.
The Wakala guy.
No, the guy with the horns. The alien-looking creature.
That's what I say.
Yeah.
Larmco, whatever his name is.
I like. Character looks interesting. It looks menacing. It looks like he could be a freaking.
Well, he just goes like, mind tricks don't pretty much tells you mind tricks don't work on us, and he doesn't like the Jedi. And maybe the guy on the left, because he looks like he might be like a Padawan or at least somebody of that effect to a Qui-Gon Jinn, might be somebody who might even die in this series. So we'll see.
Yeah,
I like to have he's trying to do the mind trick and he goes tricks of mind, and then also you get like the like ding ding, like he's like, what, are you kidding me?
Well, he doesn't say that. He says a lot of other cool stuff. I mean, the writing's actually pretty good. And then shit of the week or poop of the week, thanks to Wayseeker. He wants us to talk about this dong.
What the fuck?
Dong.
Yo, oh shit. No.
Yeah, we're trying not to swear as much, but that's okay.
No,
so
right
supposedly may, because it's from Dark Horse, not come out this week, is Star Wars Hyperspace Story Qui-Gon Jinn. Wayseeker says this is the greatest thing, and he's been waiting for it forever, and it's absolutely amazing. So I decided to share some of the interior art with you.
Oh my god, why does he look like the dude that was in the Acolyte that was with friggin'
the art's that good.
Yeah,
no,
he looks like him.
Who he looks like. Remember that show that had what's his name, Boonhauser in it?
Boomhauer, King of the Hill.
Yeah, King of the Hill. Doesn't he look like the kid from King of the Hill got a ponytail?
Yeah, he does a little bit, but he also looks like that guy from the Acolyte, the Jedi, the skinny, frail-looking douchebag.
They look like a Funko Pop with no facial features.
Yeah, I'll tell you, the art doesn't get any better in this book. So, but once again,
I'm excited for this
poop of the week. Thank you, thanks to Wayseeker.
I think I'm glad they're doing this because I think this might finally help bridge the gap to get some Star Wars novel people into comics.
Hey, that emoji looks better than Wayseeker.
Did you see the art in this book? And then somebody's gonna pick this up, look at this turd sack, and be like, "Yo, no." What are you talking about?
My question is, where are they gonna sell these? Are the comic shops gonna sell them? Are you gonna get them in Barnes and Nobles?
Yeah, that poop emoji is a better picture of a Wayseeker than Wayseeker himself.
This is Wayseeker. It's the poop of the week. Nobody cares what your questions are. I don't think anybody. I don't think anybody knows where they're going to sell them.
We know there's 8 of these coming out. 8.
No, we don't know that.
They're already written.
That does not matter. It is Dark Horse.
What are you going to do now?
Look, let me explain to you how Dark Horse works. Dark Horse will keep stuff in a warehouse, just like they kept all those books that they had in the warehouse. And then as soon as they lose the license, they'll sell them in pallets.
I'll be buying up these books that never got released.
Dark Horse might be out of business by the time they get released.
Yeah, that's what's going to happen. They did it in the 90s, though. Do it again.
I don't know. I think it's
this
idea.
Dark Horse book's so hard to get 9.8.
Whether
they have a warehouse fight? No, they sold them in pallets. They didn't ever sell them. Come on.
Whether they do it right or not, they're probably going to do it wrong because Dark Horse has done everything wrong. But I think it's great to give standalone trade paperbacks because I think
it's because you sell standalone paperbacks.
I know he does. Exactly.
The problem with Star Wars comics is it's just so hard to keep up on when you have these ongoing stories that release once a month. And I don't think they've ever really done it well. And I don't think they're doing it well right now. So just give us the whole story and maybe that will help. So I don't know. I'm hoping that it helps. Now the art there doesn't look good, but maybe the storytelling is better.
Art looks better. All right, no FOC because I'm not trying to play with Dark Horse this week. All right, that's what we got. And then we're going to rotate right into the toy section, which is the 4 Deadly Venoms. We still haven't named this section. So there you go.
Get this damn video off. Gonna have to do it next time. But anyway,
try to give you the video. Yeah, we're gonna. Dom's got a toy video, but we'll get it to you next week. All right, what do we got?
No, director Krennic. So apparently, director Krennic is back in. He's gonna be back in Andor season 2. We've seen him, and his hot toy was $235, and it actually held pretty good because apparently.
Can I ask you a question? Hold on, I'm just looking at this. Yeah. So does Sideshow's another company, or they're the company?
Well, Sideshow and Hot Toys, they're two separate companies. But they're in the same bracket. It's like Sideshow will make a toy, and then Hot Toys. So, like,
it's just a different line, JJ.
Yeah, I always thought Sideshow became a line of Hot Toys. I think Hot Toys owns them, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's funny that Hot Toys.
I think they used to be separate. I don't think they are anymore.
Yeah. You know, the funny thing is that Hot Toys makes a better product than Sideshow. It kind of, it's weird because they both did freaking General Grievous's, and the General Grievous for Hot Toys is so much better than the General Grievous for Sideshow.
Isn't Sideshow's usually more expensive?
Give or take, it depending on what figure's coming out.
Okay. All right, so this is 2016, $235 is what it sold for originally.
$235. So we've had a couple of sales in February because the highly anticipated Andor series is bringing back the FOMO to the toys. And Krennic, the price is $375. It was sold on February 23rd. On February 20th, $400.
Mm-hmm.
February 18th, $360.
Yeah. Let me ask you a question.
What?
Okay, so like the one that sells for $360, that's just the promo piece, isn't it? So did they not show you what the figure looks like?
No. Why the other one that sold was $495?
Well, I guess you don't show it all because the only one that does the $375.
It's in the shipper box. It's in the shipper box.
Oh, so
okay. If it's in the shipper box, sometimes when you don't open it up, it actually it's more desirable when it's in the shipper box because it hasn't been taken out.
It's more mint.
Yeah, but how do you know what's in the shipper box?
It's sealed, but it's supposedly sealed. You don't know, but
it
says it on it.
Supposedly,
it says it on it. It says it on the. I don't have a shipper box.
But then you never get to even open and check, so you just get.
No, I see. Yeah. And here's another thing that it looks like too. Don't have your kitchen chair in the background and your kitchen window because it sells for less there too. Or I get the one that's open on somebody's carpet, but all right, that's cool.
So you also had a sale on January 9th with the shipper box, and then you had a $385 sale on December 28th last year, and then December 21st it was $42. So you basically it's selling around $400 if you really think about it. $400, $460.
If you got it sealed, it's around $400. If you've got just the open,
so you might be able, like the auctions. If you buy it straight out, you might be paying more. But if you get auctions, like look, February 18th, the guy bought it for $360. So. And then $375 with auction,
Oh, okay, yeah.
But you have a better chance in auction of getting it cheaper if you
just buy now.
Be patient, yeah.
All right, that's cool.
So also, come Andor, you come K2SO is returning to the fold, and it was $229, $230 when it dropped, and you got a couple of prices. You have $235 with 3 bids. That was back in February 26th, but then February 16th, you had a $280 price tag and
$69.
And then you had a $255 last year, December 9th. So the sales, not that many sales, but I think because it's funny, once.
What was this originally?
$229. Almost $230.
So $230. So it's pretty much around the same price that it was.
Yeah.
But at least it didn't lose value.
It usually went, that's the main thing. Because sometimes things they sell, you might get a discount. But K2 is a popular character enough for it to maintain its value. And plus, people are very funny. They'll wait till his appearance come back on the screen, and then they'll go out and get it.
Look, you and 4 Deadly Venom know it. I mean, you speak the truth because he's saying the same thing. He'll go back on season 2, and then they'll sell out. Huh?
Yeah, because they'll do an Andor version of K2SO to get him back out. It'll be a different box, but it'll be the same figure.
All right, fair enough.
All right. Wookiee, he does have FOMO. He was one of the best parts of Rogue One. One of the better parts. Not many toys.
Like I don't know if I call him one of the best parts,
but he did have a very important part because he friggin'
Andor trailer voice.
He's the only Empire leader or whatever to get choked out by Vader and live.
Yeah, exactly. Just don't choke on your aspirations. Vader was making jokes.
Comics, cards, or trailer? What do we want?
Trailer plays into the comics, right? Comics
they all play together.
Let's do the trailer. Let's do the trailer.
We all play into each other, yeah.
All right. Andor.
Let me ask you a question now, guys. Before we get into it, the song, did the song fit? Was it kind of it was a weird song.
Let me say this.
But it was all. I liked the song. I did.
Exactly. To all the people complaining about the song, it's a freaking trailer. Have a little bit of fun with it. It's not like there's going to be like a Bob Dylan soundtrack.
What are they complaining? Okay? What are they complaining about?
No, because it was a music. It was like a music, a pop song.
They didn't think the music
actually. It actually fit. It fit the war type of story of Andor, which really, it was just weird.
Hold on, here. PSA. Hey guys, now if you've noticed, Easter's coming up in so's Lent, and I try to do something all the time for it. I try to do some donations. This Lent, I'm trying to swear less on the YouTubes. But here we go. If you're complaining about the music that's in a trailer, how about this? Stop getting money from your mom. Go out and get a job. I don't care if it's at Little Caesars. I don't care if it's a part-time job, but you got to do something better with your life than complain about whatever pop song is being played. And by the way, your opinion doesn't matter. I would just like to let you know that too. Nobody cares. I mean, I get that you got all the time on the internet and the other little troglodytes that live with your parents paying your bills. They probably think the same way, and you guys are patting each other on the back and probably grabbing each other's ass, but you guys really aren't because you never leave the house. Shut the hell up. Nobody cares. Moving along. Let's go. All right. So April 22nd, we're going to start seeing season 22. I think it's not soon enough. I didn't do this, but I started to do it, break down all the pictures of him walking away. It was like we had like the strut fest here for our man Andor. There had to be at least 8 different pictures of him just strutting through hallways. So that's fun stuff. I try to link up a lot of these. So we do get to see this scene where you see these troopers go through a hallway. You see some red lights, and it looks to be that they are coming out of this little portal here while a TIE interceptor is taking shots at him.
Yeah, right. We've seen that. We've seen
Andor in it. That's actually pretty bad. I like that scene.
I mean, I like it too. It does look, but that's an interceptor, right? Right, Wasey?
Yeah, I believe so. Yep.
Okay. That does look like an interceptor to me too, which is
kind
of cool.
But I think it's a different model because the interceptor have like, it was a little bit designed differently with
well, a TIE interceptor is different than a TIE.
I know, I understand, but what Thrawn was building, with Thrawn wanted, his
the one that he was building had a whole different wing structure on it.
Yep.
It had like a 4-part wing structure.
Not interceptor.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, is this what this is, a TIE Defender? Wait.
No, that's an interceptor.
Thrawn's a TIE Defender.
A defender.
Yeah. His is a defender. Yes, this looks like an interceptor. Good. I thought
they're saying it might be the TIE Avenger, and that was something was in a video game too. So,
well, either way, I mean,
I'm
it
not
looks
like versed on my ties between the interceptor and the Avenger, but
it really looks like an interceptor. But I mean, if you're gonna call it an Avenger, then whatever. I don't think it's the TIE Defender, unfortunately. But all right, so you got to see that. You get to see him piloting, right? And it looks like he's in a TIE interceptor. I'm gonna call it a TIE interceptor. You want to call it Defender? You can call it what you want.
That's
cool. And this is why I think it might be an interceptor is you see this get shot up and you assume it's the same vehicle. You see the trooper thing being moved. You see them chasing through the cornfields, little silos back there. You see somebody running through. That was very cool.
Does that look like Lethal?
Hold on, buddy. We get that. We know what video you watched. We'll get to it in a minute.
I'm just saying.
Here we go with this guy who actually, if you don't recall, this was the dude like holding the hammers from the first Andor, one of the buddies there. And it looks like he went from industrial planet to a corn-based planet, which means he's probably in Star Wars when you change the planet type, you're hiding out, right? You're hiding something, you're hiding out. Would you not agree?
Right. I mean, after what happened there, everybody had to go and hide.
Well, that was his son running through the other fields.
Didn't the town get like destroyed more or less?
No, if that was yeah, pretty much.
I'm about to say, well, I think everybody would be somewhere else.
No, I know, but I think it's always a stark contrast how they have them like, oh, hey.
Yeah.
Like Ahsoka's a perfect example. You were a Jedi, now you're a bike mechanic in the underground. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like they always do this. Like you went from very clean to very dirty situation. He went from industrial to agricultural. Like there's definitely a shift there. in the situation. We don't know if that's his son, by the way. Take everything with
but it's also most likely not going to be Lethal. It's just a planet where they can hide. That's all it's that's all
I
it's
mean,
saying.
well, the Empire, they're showing, I think, the Empire getting there, and I think it's also building stuff. This is very interesting, though. They're hiding, and I think you're right that there's more than one person, because if you actually look in the background of the scene, and maybe I got it in the next one, hopefully I do, I don't, but or maybe I just didn't put it in order, you see that same grass there, but the silos are exactly the same. So it looks like Andor is going to pick his side piece up, and his friends just happen to be there too, which is kind of cool. So I don't know what year it is, but remember that jacket really quickly, because when we see him back here, I believe in the TIE Fighter, he's wearing the exact same jacket. Not the same jacket, I might add, he has on throughout the whole trailer.
No, but it's still part of the same scene, probably, as he's going to get Bix.
Well, I would assume that if they're doing the 3-part series, this is him getting the plane, and then yes, him going for Booty Bix later
big
on.
Booty Bix, yeah.
So I mean, it's obviously him in that TIE Fighter-esque thing. All right, speaking of Big Booty Bix, because we saw the scene where they blow up the little thing here. He uses the detonator. There's also a lot of action scenes that we see on maybe different kind of planets with archways. This has got the similar architecture that's going on here. I don't think we noticed that. If you actually look at the architecture throughout, and we'll maybe show a little bit more of this because this is a place that's got spider stuff on top of it. But if you look at the like Art Deco / style, like the mid-modern to Art Deco that they use for the soft landing, the PFs, the things that hold up the buildings, you'll notice that it's a very similar architectural design to this portion of the designing here too, where you see a bunch of just shenanigans go on. Like people are fighting back against the Empire.
Could this be like Empire Day?
Jesus fucking Christ, Dom. Could you just repeat the whole video you watched? Repeat the whole video you watched, and then we'll
repeat the whole video. I'm just saying that it could be Empire Day.
Just do the whole video.
I think it's Mon Mothma's planet, maybe.
I think hold on. I think there's a setup with this. I think there's a setup here with this where we see another scene in this already that we might not know. So here we go. We got a little bit more action here too. Still soft turning on the planets. You get a little bit of blowing up here. You see some red lasers, so that there's bad things. You see this little guy crying like a BI, which is cool.
You got fucking shot at.
Oh, here's a spider thing from before. I think these are all from the same scenes. You see, this is interesting about Big Booty, right? Not saying this actually takes place on this planet, because I don't think it does. But do you notice that she's getting like stretched out by an Imperial? The first time I saw it through, I didn't notice that he was an Imperial stretching her out. But Imperial stretching her out. We see this little walkway. This is another version of the walkway. Looks like a different planet. What's up?
Why would you phrase it like that?
Like what?
Stretched out. She's getting
stretching her out.
I don't know what you're talking about. But if you look at the blues, it matches up with this like detonation squad, which is very interesting that they're inside a facility and not wearing their helmets.
That's pretty cool.
I think just because of the layout of how you look through some of these things, that this, and I assume this is Bix here too, just because of the booty. But it looks like they're coming in there to attack, so she would have already been saved. You already got the TIE Fighter. We also go ahead.
No, I'm saying the dancing scene. That's the wedding scene. That's the wedding.
I do, but I slow this down to like 0.15 speed. It sure looks like this character back here may be the daughter in a wedding, so it could be a wedding scene. And that sure as heck, because we'll see him later, looks like the guy from the first season, the criminal guy that Mon Mothma decided to sell herself away to. You get Mon Mothma. Wait, is that the daughter?
Yeah, I think his daughter's getting married.
It's the daughter getting married. Yeah, this is scene.
So I mean, I think that's it. I think you get to see it because right here to the left, you kind of see somebody in the dress again too, and you get to see Mon Mothma there. It's very interesting though because you see the guy that I was pointing out in this first part, the criminal guy. He's got that blue and gold, and if it's not him, it might be his son because the same coloring is where you have the meeting between Mon Mothma, what's his name, the criminal guy, and
but this is the wedding. It's still the wedding scene, I think. Krennic is at the wedding.
You don't know if that's true or not.
Yeah, I think so because that's the scene where
because you watched the video.
No,
it's the same. It's most likely, yeah.
It probably is, yeah. I know. I'm just giving him a hard time.
Give me a hard time, man. Come on, man.
He's repeating a thing. I also wanted to point out, I thought this was really cool, and it's just because I am a huge Tarkin fan. But as you'll notice, we're watching Kendrick do here. It was a shot for shot with they pull it away, and then you see Tarkin do the same thing where he's peering out, and it gets to be that point right there. I mean, obviously the dish isn't there yet or whatever else, but it was really cool how they did a shot for shot with the Tarkin scene. We get some nighttime action. We get riders on a different planet, which is where I kind of am going back to that first part where I had all those pictures. I'm not quite sure all of them are the same because, as you know, some of these hoods, like the hood to the left side, is like a grunt trooper that would be more in this area than it would in the other one. This area than it would be in the other one. Would not be typically in cities. They'd be out fighting the front lines because they were the grunts. And then we get this. And this is where I think we're going to see a couple different things. The first one where you see all the Imperials being shot up, I think this is what's going on there. I think the Imperials, as Wayseeker might have been saying, were not there for whatever day. I think maybe it was, maybe it isn't, but I think there is a lot of like higher ups, the people who the Empire is not affecting, that they need these people, they need their money, and maybe are trying to turn them into moths. And I think this is kind of what they were showing here with the camera and everything else. And then you see, and the reason why I say that is because you see a very cleaned up Dushimik Wayseeker bag running down the stairs, going through what I can only imagine.
This guy.
No, you are that guy. Listen,
excuse me, Wayseeker. I'm not done.
Yo, Wayseeker, you're the worst version.
At you.
You're the worst version of this. This actually, you wish you were this dude.
I told you not to mess around with news, which I can only assume is probably like a weapons, like a security thing going down. And since you have all these imp officers down here, the only thing that would be detecting imp officers out front would most likely be Imperial Stormtroopers.
This is the BK. He still lives with mom. I don't live with my mom. This is the BK.
Fair enough. Speaking of moms, you're right, because he still does live with his mom. And as you can see, she, like him, are the Jeffersons. When her money is his money, and his money is her money.
She's all looking all
she don't look like she got the fake eyelids in. Yeah. This is how you know you got money, is when you can buy 13-inch fake eyelids. Okay, there you go. Clean clothes, eyelids. You also get this little shootout here too, which, by the way, I think all these are different. I think we're going to have like the scenes that go through just different type of invasions, right?
Look at the woman on the side with the drink in her hand. She's like with that look at her face, and the alien in the back.
Is that Trans-Ocean? That's not Trans-Ocean. No,
it looks like it's an alien in the back. I don't know.
It does look like she's.
I think she's recording something in her hand. She's got like a recorder.
Yeah, and I think we're going to see a lot of these rebellion breakdowns and everything else. This is the guy that used to be in, and this is all I'm kind of saying. If you look at the infrastructure in this scene, this used to be the guy that was like
in the prison. What's his name?
What's his name's right hand dude? Yeah, right, his homeboy. Yeah, his homeboy. So, and we know that he ends up showing up in Rogue One. This dude shows that he lives. So, spoiler alert, barely 20-year-old movie.
He barely lives, but yes, he lives.
Well, he lived through Rogue One. But we also got a little bit of I didn't show the scene this, but you see the smoke right before this, it was when I tried to get the picture off the internet, off of the trailer. It was too smoky to see, but you saw like a pulse laser type thing knocked down, like
shot.
Huh?
Looks like he got shot.
No, that's absolutely not at all.
But
in this hallway, you see a pulse laser go off, or some type of pulse that goes off and knocks down about 6 people. And I would assume that the smoke is kind of the dissipating smoke afterwards. So I think that's how we're going to get the kitchen. But it was just too gray. I couldn't lighten it up enough for you guys, so I didn't show it. And then you got a couple saws. You got a regular saw at one point just standing there with his breathing tube. And then you got this one where he says, "You're here to fight, right? And you're ready to fight," which I kind of like. I think there's just going to be a lot of fighting. And then we got the K2SO pop up, of course. And we got this.
We're going to get some Hera here.
And we got, hold on. And we got this. We got 2 Doms on this show now. And we got this.
Fucking Yavin. I love Yavin. I'm just saying. That's all.
We've seen this before. And the last time we saw something like this in this scene, guess who popped up? A little chopper. A little chopper pulled up. So my question to you, like we're doing a book report, Dom Wayseeker, is do you think there's any odds that we might see some of the people from Ghost?
You know what?
Yes,
I actually think one of the scenes leads friggin' Mom Martha to the Ghost. I actually think the Ghost, because the scene when she gets on the Ghost and leave, I think that is going to be a sequence, and Andor is the one to leave it there. I think because it's too close to that timeline with the Rebels, so I could see her getting aboard the Ghost. You might see the Ghost.
You only will see her. Ezra's gone off on Thrawnland.
Yeah.
I also think too.
No, not Thrawn. No, not Thrawnland. This is it takes place before Rebels, before the he goes shoots out the space with Thrawn. What are you talking about?
It takes place after the end of Rebels. After Rebels season 4.
No, dude, the scene where figured they were on when Mom Martha was on the Ghost, Ezra was there. They were all on the ship.
That's not what we're gonna get. We're
gonna go. If this leads into that,
we're gonna get the scene closest to the very end of the movie when he's there.
No, I know it leads into freaking Rogue One, the last 3 episodes. But this goes 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, 4 years. So
it's going right up until the very end, right up until the very first scene.
Because remember, Rebels intertwines before New Hope. So before that time period, before Maul dies on fucking goddamn Tatooine, this goes in between. It weaves into the cartoon.
Sure, but this part isn't. They weren't on this planet yet until the very end. Yeah. When they saved Mon Mothma from escaping, they weren't on this planet.
No, not yet. This is Yavin. They're not. They're going to be the scene where she's running away, and the Ghost does come and takes her away. That leads into Rogue One, and then Rogue One when she was trying to get all the messages out there. It's
Ezra is gone by the time Rogue One happened.
Yeah,
I know he's gone by the time because he's gone with New Hope because Rogue One goes right into New Hope. I know that, but I'm talking about the story before the Rebels. It's going to take place because remember it's 4 years.
Yeah, but this is the very last year, Tom.
What? I know
this is right before Rogue One.
I know this is very last year. I'm not talking about this. I'm talking about the other years, the other scenes. When you see Mom Martha, she got the short hair. Jeez. That's when she goes with the fucking Rebels.
Tom, whatever you're watching, you need to stop watching it.
Dude, do you understand what I'm freaking trying to say?
No.
You don't.
No.
Season 1. The first
somebody else can speak, Dom, and help me understand what Dom's trying to say.
Listen,
I appreciate
it. Rebels takes place 5 years before New Hope. 10 years before New Hope, depending how you get that timeline. 1, 2, 3. The 4th season of Andor leads into Rogue One. Mom Mothma's gone already. She's already part of the freaking goddamn Rebel Alliance. The Alliance. She's fucking already seen the Ghost. She's in with the Ghost. This goes right into Rogue One. Remember, freaking goddamn Rebels. Rebels takes place. I'm trying. I don't know why you don't understand. The scene when she's running away, the wedding part when running away. That's where the Ghost comes in, and fucking Ezra is still part of the crew. It's way before he gets fucking shot out in space with Thrawn. Just before a few 10 years prior, he gets shot out because it's the way the timeline is. Of course, he's gone, but this takes place before that happened.
10 minus 4 equals 6. What? Okay,
6 BBY. That's not.
I don't know. 10 minus 4 equals 6. But I thought, but 10 doesn't equals 4. What?
All I know is Rebels started off in 4 BBY. I don't think there's as much overlap here as you guys think there is.
No, there is, because remember, Ahsoka comes back. She's Falcon in season 4 or 3 or 4. Was it? She Falcon.
2.
2.
Oh, look, man. I just feel like there's gonna be a cameo of a Ghost item, and Hera's probably the closest one we're gonna see.
Yeah,
because
I'm not gonna see Kanan before Kanan dies.
Kanan's dead. Ezra's gone. Sabine's dead.
Yeah, but Ezra and Kanan aren't dead in the first 3 episode arcs of Andor. They're still alive. Freaking Kanan's still alive in the first 3 episodes.
But they weren't on this planet yet. Then
I know that. I'm just saying.
The Rebels weren't here yet.
Okay. Anyways, I don't know if you missed it, but there was a section that had a little bit of an Easter egg already. This is Mandalorian. This looks like one of the Mandalorian little cult things where they go underneath the stair. Are we going to see Mandalorian? I thought this was going to get the conversation, not whatever you guys were talking about.
I actually think
the Rebel base was not there until season 4.
Dude, I know.
How are they going to be there in season 3?
Dude, I'm trying to tell you.
Stop.
Wait, Seeker. You're going to lose more hair if you keep fucking thinking. At the end of the fucking episode.
No. Stop, Dom. No. You guys have covered it to death. Me and
listen,
JJ
I don't know. All I know is
listen, I'm asking you, Dom. This was a part in one of the things. Yeah. That is Mandalorian. That looks like one of the coves that they go underneath ground. Are we going to see underneath ground of Mandalorians? Yes or no?
No. Nope.
Underneath ground. Wasn't that
just surprised they do that? I'll be very surprised if they do that.
Bro. I would thought that was a better conversation than whatever they were trying to do.
Good conversation. I think Tony Gilroy does not give a shit about cameo appearances, and you're all having a pointless conversation to begin with.
Listen, at the end of the day,
that's true. He had a cameo appearance before.
I actually think that Andor's going to end when Andor going into the place to talk to the guy, the spy, and he shoots him. When Rogue One first start, it's going to end like that.
He already said it's going to be right there. The first scene of Rogue One is going to be the last scene of the show.
Zaggy, more importantly, I don't get the Alec Baldwin comment, but what state are you in?
I think the one guy looks like Alec Baldwin.
Who does?
The guy on the farm.
Does
Hammer's guy.
That doesn't look like him.
I'm not going all the way back. All right, well, it was less painful till the end than I thought it was going to be. Hey. Since we have all this Andor news, let's go over comics. Here you go.
All right. Get this. We got a bunch of the. We want to check in on the Rogue One. So there's so many of these on how the prices are doing. There's one surprise on how well it's doing that we'll talk about next. But this is the regular old A cover. These things are pretty much cover price. The high is about $7.
Hold on. Can we pause it now that we've calmed down? Do you guys like the trailer, and are you excited for Andor? That's what I was trying to get to.
Yes,
but you guys burned me out on whatever nonsense you were saying there about 10 minus 6 equals 2, but 4 is 10.
Jeez. I actually like it. I'm psyched about it. I can't wait for this to come out, and I'm excited. I'm very excited with this. Just sit up.
Are you excited for the trailer? Or are you excited for the videos you watch?
Like I said,
hold on, Dom. Let me finish asking the question. Are you excited about the trailer, what you saw in the trailer? Or are you excited about the videos you watched afterwards and then tried to regurgitate on the show? Which one are you excited about?
It's not I try to freaking regurgitate. I'm trying to say things that actually fucking fit the narrative. But some people don't have enough hair to fucking understand.
That's not true, Dom. The person with no hair told me which videos you watch, so I purposely decided to watch it before this, and I could have told you what you were going to say. So, hold on.
Watch the videos. It's just, look, even if I watch the freaking videos, it's still fucking intriguing because basically it is fucking true. Half the shit. Mom Mothma has short hair. The scene when she's on the fucking goddamn ghost ship, it's already leading to that. When you see the scene with
who cares about that? Do you like the fact that there's going to be? I like it. Do you like the fact that he's going to go get Big Booty Bix, double hammer guys coming back? They're going to be going into multiple different zones of the Empire. Okay, you like it. What do you like?
A lot of people are going to die. And I like it. I like the fact
that a lot of people are going to die.
A lot of people are going to die. I like the fact that by the time Rogue One comes about, it's done.
I didn't even think about that.
So the thing I liked about season 1 so much.
The guy with no hair is making fun of the guy with some hair.
Is how distinct the episodes were. Like we had a prison one, we had the robbery, we had the rebellion. They were all very distinct arcs. The thing I'm a little worried about for this trailer is all the arcs are all just rebellion and violence the whole time. And I hope that's not the case. But the trailer, all looked a lot.
Watch different trailers.
So we'll see. I'm excited for the show, but the trailer did not make me more excited for the show.
JJ, go ahead and just tell him why he's wrong, please.
So, to me, the trailer showed multiple arcs that were actually distinct from each other and not running all together as like one big rebellion battle.
Together. Yeah.
yeah, I mean, I think obviously the beginning part with the TIE advance or TIE interceptor is probably part of a different arc than the arc where he's all dressed up and looking like a sly James Bond type diplomat guy.
Hey, he got that party in the back though. He got a DA.
Business in the front, party in the back.
He's got Duck's ass just coming off the back end of that one. So,
but I mean, I think they're all going to be pretty distinct. But I mean, when you mishmash everything together in a trailer, I see where you could come away with that conception, but I still think everything's going to be probably pretty individually separate. Now, will we see a lot of rebellion stuff? It's literally the story of the start of the rebellion, so yes, but I still think everything's going to be distinct from each other.
The only thing I hope they don't do is I don't want to see Andor chilling on a beach on vacation like in season 1. I want to see and I know people are going to hate this, but I really don't want a ton of Lutheran and Maw. I think we need to push them back into the background. And I like that the action parts seem like they're going to be different because it seems like I'd rather follow Big Booty Bix and Andor throughout the story. I mean, the story's called Andor. So I hope that our thing with the dance and the back and forth and everything else that's going on there, and even with Kendrick is okay, but I hope that they take up maybe total all those characters, excluding Saul Guerrero, even including maybe Saul Guerrero. I hope they take up less than 20% of the overall show, which I have a feeling that they're not. I have a feeling they're going to be closer to 45% of the show. I guess I'll accept that, but I would really like them to see only, I'm saying 20%, but I'll accept 30 or below.
I'm just you butchered 6 names in a matter of 30 seconds. That was really impressive, even for you, Marco. Well done.
Wayseeker saying that the whole trailer looked exactly the same. It's glad that you need new fucking glasses. Okay. Anyways,
I for one am excited to kind of see the inner workings of the start of the rebellion type of thing. To me, Luthen and Mon Mothma and those roles are almost as interesting as Andor's. I know is interesting, but I also know where it ends up. But I think it'll be interesting to see. There has to be an explanation or a reason for his motivation to kind of join Jin's fight, and kind of comes around to the realization that listen, you need to go all in on this rebellion thing, and that. So whether that be something like the death of Bix or something else in there, I don't know what it'll be necessarily, but they'll have to explain that reason, and I think they will. But
I think it's I just think it's good to see. I kind of am on the other end. I don't mind that as much. I want to see the other rebellions building up and where, when we had the aristocrats upstairs with the camera. You know what I mean? And it looks like there's a full, we're going to, I know people had problems with Canto Bight, but I had more problems with the beach of Canto Bight and the guy that's I got a ticket than I did what actually happened on the inside. There's a portion of the Canto Bight thing where the guy pretty much says, and it's very Star Wars-esque, you think the bad guys are the only, you think the new Empire is the only one buying things? Everybody's been buying weapons. The stupid, I got my feet off, wrong guy. That part's dumb. But that action of we're going to see hey, guess what? The Republic too. A lot of the people that were in the original Republic and the Empire are much different. Go ahead.
I was going to say, I think that's Luthen's kind of role, right? I mean, he'll probably be as kind of the diehard guy, he'll probably be the guy that kind of ruins the heart of the rebellion, if you want, or what, you know what I'm talking about? The goodness of it, or the righteousness of it, or whatever you want to call it. That's usually what happens in rebellions. So when they turn sour.
Yeah, but we also got to see they had basic army, that grunt hat. I'm calling it grunt hat, but we know it from the Solo story. That's the basic frontline infantry hat. They're having. It's not just the local yokel security forces are there. It's not like their local call ups are there. Because that's. When you think about. When you think about Imperial troopers, that's the local, dog hose, billy club police officers. I'm not saying police officers in the United States. I'm saying police force or whatever, right? Mm-hmm. But they actually are bringing in the military at one point. That's what those guys were. So we're going to get different points of views. We're going to see the military point of view and how that action occurred. We're going to see how the upper scale security forces interacted. We're going to see how the regular like jackboots interacted too. And I'm not saying that in a derogatory term, police officers. I'm just saying that is what they portray. So, but we're going to see all that. I just say that because we do have a lot of police officers and public servants that watch the show, and we respect them. But like, you're going to see those aspects of those, and I think that's very intriguing. We're like, hey, we're having a wedding, and we're married a gangster, and like the bad guy's coming up. Okay, oh, there's the guy who's going to fund the whole thing. Okay, I understand that, but I don't find that as intriguing as in like how socially and economically the different people reacted as the rebellion rises. But that's just what I find interesting. So,
did anyone else find it interesting who we didn't see?
What?
Nobody? Deidre.
What'd you say?
Deidre. There's like no Deidre in the trailer.
Oh, there's one. I didn't show the picture of her.
Yeah, no, there's like one photo, but like of all the people you see in the trailer for a minute and a half, there's like one.
Yeah.
Quick picture.
I think the trailer was mainly geared to people who aren't us. So that's why we got so much action. We got so much other stuff. Like,
could be, yeah.
Even the music. I like the music was fine. I didn't. People complain about the music didn't make sense, but it was really geared to people who weren't huge Star Wars fans.
The Deidre section too, like she did look like that blue hallway that was down there. It could be there. It looked like she was overseeing some stuff. Once again, I'm not quite sure that her arc is one that I need overly. I don't need an overly extensive arc on her. We already been introduced to who she is. We kind of get where her arc is going. I want this now to be a down. Like, I don't want this to be an uphill train and then come down. I want us to be almost at the peak and then rushing down towards Rogue One. Like, that's what I want. I
don't think you're getting that.
I don't think we're going to get that either.
Well, I hope we get it. Anyways, all right. So now that we've all calmed down and we can go back to that, thank you for that, boys. Let's get into Star Wars Rogue One and the comics and what they're selling for.
Yep. So it's the A cover. You get all the first appearances in this thing, right? Jen, Andor, Krennic,
sure,
all K2. So basically, cover price is what this thing is going for. 9/8. We did see a pop right after the trailer. The first sale was 100. The next sale was 81. So. It didn't last long.
There's a lot.
That's right where that is. This one's fascinating, though. This is the hardest blank to find. Good luck. If you see this thing, pick it up. So we did see a sale right afterwards for 53, but that's not really out of the normal. There were two previous sales. I went back. In December, it was 45 for a blank, and in September was 65 for a blank.
On those con walls, there's always people that bring out the blanks, and they just put them out there. It's like $5 a blank, $10 a blank. You might want to dig through them to try to see if you can find one or two of these.
This blank, for whatever reason, is the one that goes for so much money. I was shocked to see it wasn't just an outlier sale at 53, right in between the others. So
that's cool.
Yeah, pick these ones up if you see it. This is the 1 in 15, the movie cover variant of Rogue One. Raws are going for between 40 and 70. We had a $70 sale right after the trailer, but the last 9/8, $250 is what that thing's been going for. So. Pretty impressive for 9/8 for a 1 in 15.
Yeah, for one. Yeah.
This one actually does better than the 1 in 50. So the next one is the 1 in 50. Or maybe I just didn't do it. Yeah, we'll go back. I'll go with this one. We'll show the 1 in 50.
Okay.
The 1 in 50 here is the Datsun.
People like the Datsun. They used to like the Datsun.
The raw prices are about the same, but the 9/8 sales 140, 150 is about where this raw thing is.
You think it's because it's more graded 9/8?
9/8. I don't know.
No, I think also too, this is actually more rare of a book. So I don't know if I don't know, taking into account the number of sales, maybe a little bit different. But I see the movie variant all the time. I don't see this nearly as much.
I just find it fascinating that the 9/8 on this one is about $100 more.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, who would grade this if it's not the top?
Maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know. But this is the iconic cover. So I think if you're an Andor fan,
fair enough.
What was the last 9/8 sale of the other one, though?
What?
Like, what were the dates of the 9/8 sale?
Oh, he's saying that there hasn't been a sale for this in a while, and that's why it's 140.
It was not
this quarter
but,
though.
But even still, it was like 130 before that. So it's not very often, but it doesn't go for much when it comes up. I don't know. I found that. This is the Tate's exclusive action cover variant for Rogue One. These ones are raws. I've never seen a graded one in a 9/8 pop up in the last year. $20-$30 regularly, 25. So you can pick this one up. I don't understand why people like the one, I guess, because it's Tate's, but hey, if you want Krennic,
Tate's isn't around anymore. What did Tate's go under?
I don't know.
It was shortly after this, wasn't it?
Isn't it a UK thing?
Yeah, I mean, it's done though, right?
I don't know.
No idea. I don't know.
I think it's done. I don't think Tate's is around anymore.
I have no idea.
Yeah, I think they're done.
So, hey, yeah, you've looked that one up. And then one more for the Rogue One variants that I want to do is the big one. I know everybody loves the good old. Where did it go?
The Datsun cover.
Oh man, it's gone. I must have messed it up. Sorry, I screwed this thing up. I don't know what happened to it. The Walmart variant. That one, surprisingly, the raws have been really low on the Walmart variant. $50, $60, $70 for the raws. But what do you think the last two 9/8s have been? Same number for the Walmart variant.
$350.
Higher.
$400.
I don't know. I have to go. It's on mine. I don't know what it loaded in weird.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Whew.
The last two 9/8
Walmart was crazy.
Have both been $650 on the nose.
No, Tate's is still available.
So I thought Tate's was still available. So
in England though, it's in Florida.
Oh, it's in Florida?
Yeah.
So anyway, you find the Walmart. I think it's also because they came in those comic packs. It's not a 1-100. It was only a Walmart, and you could only get it in those 3 packs. And you could only see the top book, and the other 2 books are random, right?
And it was also before the Walmart pack craze, because wasn't it like 17-ish?
Yeah. It was 17. Yep.
Yeah.
I don't.
It wasn't a 1-100. It was just.
I don't think it's actually that rare, Dan.
Yeah.
I think they just got beat up, and it's
also too the cover art is just the poster. If I remember right, isn't it?
Well, you got to also remember that when the Walmart ones didn't sell at Walmart, then they went to a different place, and it was usually like a bargain place. So you'd be talking like, what's the name of that bargain place?
Ollie's.
Yeah, someplace like that. Yep, something to that effect.
And so, I mean, you can still find these things. The sealed ones, you just don't know what the second and third book are. So, I mean, the 2017 packs are still around there.
I think so. Yeah. Yeah, good luck, though. They're been passed around.
I know. They got to be trashed, bent, everything like that. Rogue 2, I put the 1 in 25 on here. This is the first 2 tubes. I didn't have the patience to look it up. If it's a cameo online, people say it's not the first. The first is some other book. I don't know why people are arguing about 2 tubes. 2 tubes. But hey, this is the first appearance of 2 tubes in a comic book.
2 tubes is awesome, man. I like 2 tubes.
Dude, I'm telling you.
Why?
No, I swear to God. No, hey, JJ, I don't know what it is. But Dom ain't wrong. I've heard that reaction. Play Star Wars Unlimited, people always are raving about 2 tubes.
That's because you can use its card. But
no, I know. No, yeah, but you use a lot of people's cards. They're like, no, we like this character. I'm like, no, you don't. People are always talking about that character too. People love the 2 tubes person. I don't know why. I don't know why they like 2 tubes.
I don't get it. This is the 1 in 25. You get this from about half ratio.
We need a Black Series figure of 2 tubes. I'm telling you, man. They got to get it. They have to.
I don't see why they don't have one. I'm telling you, there is.
Which one?
Like Gronk Droid.
There's 2 of them, aren't they?
I know, but 2 tubes. I know, but just 2 tubes.
There's Bendick, and what's the other one's name?
Bethnick.
What?
Bethnick or something.
Bethnick and Bendick or whatever. I don't know what they are, but they're 2 of them.
Bendick?
Maybe it's Bethnick. I don't know.
No, he's right. You're right.
Yeah.
I don't understand it, but like people do like the 2 tubes characters, kind of like people that like the Gronk Droid or other random characters like the I don't know.
But
yeah.
But there's a 1 in 10 variant for this one. There's a 1 in 25 variant and the regular cover. So if you want 2 tubes, you can pick up the first pieces, 1 in 25 half ratio. Go for it. It's not an awful cover. And then we have 2 more that I want to put in here. I know this one's JJ's favorite. This is the rare online exclusive JTC K2 action figure. Raws have been $50 for the last 3 sales over the last year. There's been 3 sales. Every sale's been $50. So
how much are you trying to sell yours for, Wayseeker?
I don't have one. Do you have one?
I got 2 of these.
Yeah.
I got 2.
They weren't in shops. I didn't collect back then. So
they ended up in boxes.
Well, the other interesting thing is the last 3 9/8 have all been signature series, and they're all signed by Alan Tudor.
Yeah.
So
that makes a lot of sense.
Finding a 9/8 that's not signed by the voice actor.
That's tough too.
It's tough to find.
I don't like signed books.
I don't either. 185 is about what the signature series one's going. I actually wouldn't be surprised if it goes for more, just given the fact that it's almost impossible to find a non-signature series 9/8. So yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah. So and then I put one more on here. This one is one that people don't talk about very much. I love this cover for some reason. This is the Oz Comic-Con for all you Singapore people out there.
I don't have that one. I don't have that.
That came out as an exclusive for the con. You can pick this one up if you see it for $10 to $15. I don't know. I kind of like this cover myself.
Is that the OzzyCon one?
The OzzyCon. So, yeah, good little variant that most people don't know about because you don't see these things very often in the States.
Sounds good.
Yep. Those are the comics that we covered this week.
Cool. And then finally we got what's up with finally we've got cards. We've covered it all. Toys, comics, cars, a whole lot.
My throwaway cards segment that I was told was needed to be done, and we stuck it at 11:30 at night.
Vital.
Anyway.
I didn't know we were going to get a fucking backwards math fucking problem for 20 minutes of the show, JJ. I'm still trying to do the math here. I'm like, what? I got a triangle. I don't know how I got a triangle out of that math quiz, but got a triangle. Go ahead.
You draw your matrices?
Yeah.
To determine your...
yeah, right, my inverse.
If I could get it to work, I would have had you guess these prices because I thought some of them are kind of interesting variations, but we'll just go through them anyways. First, you have a Topps Chrome 2024 Mon Mothma. It's a number to 150, which number to 150 is not really that rare. I know it seems rare because there's only 150 of them, but comparatively speaking, it's not. It goes for about, I think it went for $30 on an or best offer, so it might have gone for less. I didn't pull exact prices on the OBO stuff, so I didn't include too much of it. But you can see as it goes along.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, the changes, even in the lower tier characters like a Mon Mothma, the changes that occur. So this is the same set, 2024 Topps Chrome. Actually, it's the Chrome Galaxy, so it's the same, I guess, tier of set or whatever we want to call it. But this is the orange area, and it's a numbered 1 out of 25. Now, cards numbered 1 with the first number or the last number, like out of 25, are always going to be worth a little bit more. But this one went for, on bids, mind you, there's an actual option, $172. Yeah,
that's great.
So yeah, it's actually a lot for us for a minor Star Wars character. As you can see as we go along, it'll vary kind of depending as they go. But the closer we get to the show, they'll also change. But here you get a Deidre Morrow. This is number 10 out of 50. Same set, 2024 Topps Chrome Galaxy. It's a Mojo.
With
she went for 35. So. And that was just a sale that occurred yesterday. So
she must have hemorrhoids.
Yeah. But then we get into some of the other characters. So you have a Krennic. Now, this is Topps Masters work from 2018. So it's a little bit older, and Masterworks is the premier.
What does a box of this cost? What does a box of this to rip cost?
You probably couldn't even find that many sealed boxes anymore. But like at the time when it came out, it probably would have cost you like $400 to $500. So, but this is a rainbow effect. So it's numbered to 50. This is number 38 out of 50. Pulled in 268 on bids. for Krennic.
I can't tell if that's good or bad, given the fact that the box is 400 to 4.
I mean, it's pretty good. So in a Masterworks is a little bit more expensive for the reason that you don't just get one autograph a box, or so you actually get two.
Oh, okay.
It's a more premium set, so you get, I believe it's 2 autographs a box or 1 in a sketch card in a box. So, but they are also a little more rare because they produce less of the sets.
Yeah,
and the vast majority of the autographs are serialized, so they're numbered like to 50 to 100 to 25, whatever.
Yeah, so if like you got the number 1 out of 50, you'd probably be like, oh yeah, okay.
Well, now the Topps Chrome,
5 of 5.
It's a 5 of 5. So again, last number is always going to go for more and number to less, but it was 600.
Wow,
on an OBO. So for Ben Mendelsohn,
people like
Ben Mendelsohn so far.
Yeah. Dom likes Two Tubes and Dom likes Krennic, and they're like the best characters in Star Wars, I think.
Well, another thing to notice,
dude, you hate anything that's real Star Wars, son. I'm really putting that in perspective. You hate everything that's real Star Wars. Everything that's bullshit you love, and anything that's real Star Wars you hate. I don't know.
Keep the train on the track.
Good segment, JJ. Keep it going.
Keep the train on the track. Thanks, you two. You'll notice that, and Dom, you should actually have a bit of an interest in this comment. You'll notice in cards, for instance, and I kept this all Andor, so I didn't really show too much of a flex between it. But the people that don't appear a lot, the actors and stuff that don't appear a lot at conventions and stuff to sign other stuff, carry a slight bit more premium on their cards than the people that do.
Oh, yeah. Harrison Ford's autograph is definitely a lot more than
I know you aren't comparing Harrison Ford to
he did.
No, I'm just saying.
Even for actors and stuff that have smaller parts, like Samuel L. Jackson carries it, 1 because of the fame, but also 2 because he's never at conventions to sign Star Wars stuff. So if you Samuel L. Jackson signed Star Wars card, it's one of the few Star Wars Samuel L. Jackson stuff out there.
Yep.
So
Tom's just comparing Krennic to Solo, but hey, whatever.
Yo, dude,
you make fun of me for my Star Wars.
I make fun of you. I'm gonna keep making fun of you because
not yet. Not yet. Go ahead, JJ.
It's over, son. It's over.
Not at conventions too much, but doesn't carry a super premium because he has a ton of cards for some reason. Is Forrest Whitaker signing for Saw Gerrera. So this is just a base card. Hyperspace is the newest set. This set just came out like a couple weeks ago, I think. And one of these sold actually today, I believe it was, for 46. For just a base. Now, base
that's
is
a base card, though. Yeah, for sure.
Base autograph, so it's a not numbered autograph. But you have, if you flash forward, there it is. To the 2016 was the very first, so this would be his rookie card in a way. Rogue One set. You have a 32 out of 50 from that, and it went for 93.
That seems cheap compared to the other one.
I'd rather have this cheap, but for some reason, Forrest Whitaker and Saw Gerrera's character has a card in almost every Star Wars set. So some of the ones as they go forward get a little bit more rare, but yeah. And a lot of times too, you're something one of those here as we go forward to the premier actors and female actors like Bix here, and that is literally her signature. I think I can't never remember pronounce.
Come on,
it's Andrea Andres. Yeah, it's 2 A's as a star.
That is horrible.
Is it Andrea Andrios or something like that's her name?
Yeah, you know what's funny? Yeah. That reminds me of LeBron James's first autograph. That he used to put L20, kind of a weird type. Yeah,
but
star.
Yep.
But I don't think all her.
I
don't think all the autographs are like that. I think there's certain autographs that she does. There's like certain things. It's a different autograph.
And this may be the way cards work. Is they're technically sticker autographs. So the sticker gets adhered to the print of the card when it's printed. So she may have actually signed something like this far before the year of 2024. It could be 30 years old.
You are not a talented enough actor to be star as your name.
Well, maybe so, but she doesn't carry a bad price. Number 16 out of 50. High Tech is also not a top of the line top set for Star Wars. So number 16 out of 50, and she still gets $110 on an auction, mind you, in February. So not really that bad.
Ooh. Not that great either.
And then old man Stellan Skarsgård.
That's a good call.
Galactic Antiquities is kind of like a little bit newer version of like Star Wars Black. So this is a unique set in that they will come sealed in these one-touch cases, these magnetic cases like this. and you'll usually get like one of these and like a couple other cards that aren't autos in a box. But you can pull like, Imperial pilot unnamed guy, or you can pull Stellan Skarsgård. So it's actually not that bad of a pull. 12 out of 50, and you got $221, and this actually just sold yesterday. So
how much would a box of these cost? Did you only get one card, one autograph, and a couple other cards?
Usually about. It depends. I forget for the Galactic Antiquities, it just came out not that long ago, and I've misspelled Antiquities, by the way.
I'm sorry, Marco.
I think it was about 100 to 150 or something like that, usually.
What's up?
I got a video for you I just sent on the dark side. Go in the chat.
Okay.
I actually like Bix, but that signature is really annoying. That's all.
No, it is annoying, but a lot of actors and actresses do that. It's only a couple in there. It's like in between, which is it's funny. Sometimes they're rarer than the actual autograph. So it's like when you see the autographs, there's a bunch of different stuff that they put. Kind of funny.
Let me see what I got here.
Now we start Antiquities box of $3,000. Is it really? Wow.
Yeah.
How many autos is in $3,000?
Wow.
9 cards.
If that's how much it costs, then that signature is not good.
Are they all autos?
No, but look at it's only 3 or 5, only 5 of them. So that's why it's that much money.
No, we're talking about the previous card.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Yeah. This one, the Jin here, you'll see this characters that are stars usually carry a little bit more of a premium, and the Jin will go a bit on the upside, even though she's only been in one movie. But you got a 3 out of 5 sold for $788 in a January auction. Finest is kind of like a middle tier top set, so they're usually like shiny top set, but not like necessarily top line, like 150 a box or so. I think is what they launch at.
Marco, will you pick up a box of the Antiquities for us?
How much are they?
$3,000.
For
Look at this.
You get 5 autos.
Yeah.
I was just looking at. I just fucked up an auto card because I picked it up. I left it in a box of Garbage Pail Kids like here. It's got like Minecraft and all types of other shit in it, and then just screwed up the back of it because I didn't. So no. You have to give me something that I actually care about. Yeah, the answer is no.
So if it was Garbage Kids, you pick that one up for us?
I got that. No, but that actually got Minecraft. Look at these things.
Hey, Minecraft movie comes out soon.
So, dude.
So you'd be in for My Little Pony, Garbage Pail Kids, Minecraft, but not Star Wars.
What? What are you talking about?
Some cards of the Garbage Pail Kids are definitely good.
I got like these for. What are you talking about?
I know. I'm just giving.
What are you?
I'm giving you a hard time because you want to spend $3K on 9 cards.
How much money?
What are you talking about, dude? What are you talking about?
They'll do it.
So
what's that? I'm not buying you guys anything.
The 2021 this set here, this May the 4th set. This is like a special edition. They did just this year.
Yeah,
2021. Which is why it carries a price tag in auction of $1,825 for a 2 out of 5. Not even a 1-on-1, mind you, 2 out of 5. So,
wow, that's crazy.
Finally, we get to Andor himself. This actually card was surprisingly jumped quite a bit just in 1 month. It actually went down. There was a December auction that I didn't pull that. It went down and then back up. So he had one auction in. For this is again Topps Chrome Galaxy 2024. The orange, which is numbered to 25. This was 6 of 25, sold for $610 at auction in January. And then if we push it to February, the 4 out of 25, exact same card, exact same set, sold for $960 in February.
That's a lot.
Both on auction.
Yeah.
Big price jump in one.
There's got to be what, a 5 of 5 2 option?
I don't know. It varies by actor, but probably. Sometimes there's just 10 of 10s, and sometimes there's 5 of 5s. So, and then we have some that I didn't have the exact figure for, but I pulled their OBO things. This one I don't even know if it was an OBO. It might have just been a straight sale, but this is Clan Andor. So you get Andor himself, you get Clem Andor and Mom Andor for $740, numbered 5 out of 5, a triple auto. So you really get 3 more autos. You don't really add a ton of extra value with the other 2.
Yeah, I want Minerva. I want her autograph.
Marva,
because the scene that was cut out. Fuck the Empire. I want to hear that, but they could not put it in that F.
You wanted the F-bomb?
They want the F-bomb dropped. I like that card.
And then you get Just 2, yeah. Stellan and
that's a
Cassian.
duel.
I think I left it on there a 5 of 5. It's supposed to be a 3 of 5. So not even in a
3 of
5 out of
5.
5. Yeah.
3 of 5.
2000 actually went for under 2000. It was an OBO. I didn't pull the exact figure, but still, that commands a high price for just a double auto.
Well, it's the low card too. It's the low count. It is
low, but it's not even. Usually, you'll see like 1-on-1s and stuff carry a price of around $2,000. So for it to be a 5 out of 5.
So just think, if this is $2,000, just imagine what the 1-on-1 is going to be.
About $8,000.
$8,000.
Whoa! And he goes. And I got it for you, bro.
This is an OBO sale. I don't know that it actually went for $8,000, but it would have had.
Well, so much for getting all the autographs.
A considerable amount of money for a 1-on-1. The high-tech series is again kind of a middling series, but when you pull a 1-on-1, it's good in any case because there's.
You know what's funny? If you collect all the Andor cards, autograph cards, you'll never get this one because someone has it in their collection.
Yep.
Done.
There's only one. So
only one
with him and Jin will be it.
That's crazy.
Yep.
So much money in some of these cards.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. No, I mean, I didn't even. Sometimes if we want, we can explore other stuff. If you, like I said, if you pull, Sam Jackson's, if you pull Mark Hamill, Carrie Fisher commands a lot of money now, especially after her death.
Somebody pulled
James Earl Jones going back in the day. James Earl Jones stuff carries a high price.
Somebody pulled
Krennic and Harrison Ford are the same value. We learned that today.
Listen. Somebody pulled a book with Luke, Han, and Leia. Friggin' Mark Hamill, Carrie Fisher, Harrison Ford. Friggin' with the prequel characters, Hayden Christensen, friggin' goddamn Ewan McGregor, and Natalie Portman. That friggin' card goes for a lot. That went for a lot of money.
Yeah, there was one that went for a lot, which was, I believe, for like a couple thousand, was Carrie Fisher and Daisy Ridley.
Yeah,
so recently.
All right, I got. This is actually kind of a brilliant way to do it. I gotta give it to Dom. It's ghetto as hell, but like it's a way to get around. Yep. We are going. Dom just posted something to Instagram for us to play it here because that's the only way he knows how to upload.
No, but I sent it to
everything. Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah,
the video itself.
Dom doesn't believe anything unless it's first on Instagram. If it comes from StarWars.com, he has to wait until it shows up on Instagram before he believes it. We got no audio there.
No audio. Okay, well, let's see. I got an idea. All right, let's try it again.
Star Wars statue figures that he has over here in the booth, and we're gonna take it.
Do you have audio?
Yeah, we can hear.
Yeah,
we hear it.
Yeah. All right. Let's see. We got some new stuff here. We got a new. Armor bust for the Mandalorian. This is one of our Legends in 3D 1/2 scale busts, about 10 inches tall. You can see Salacious Crumb and Captain Rex. We've still said them before. Those are cool. There's a couple more Legends in 3D busts here. We've got Leia and Boushh disguise, and we've got the Snow Trooper. So Leia and Boushh disguise were shown for the first time here at the show. Down here, we've got the Premier Collection K2SO. This is a 1/7 scale statue. This is going up for pre-order. Let's see. Jessica Stang is a Premier Collection, as well as Dark Empire Luke Skywalker. Nice. These are all resin statues. Down here, we've got some jumbo figures. These are 12-inch retro style figures on big blister cards. We've got IG-11 with Grogu. We've got IG-12, fully recovered IG-12. We've got first appearance Darth Vader.
Bro, you should have stole those. That diamond selection is not making the market.
Yeah.
Okay, Dark Anakin. And the telescoping lightsaber, of course. And then we've got the concept Stormtrooper with shield. Yeah, Ralph McQuarrie style with shield, lightsaber, and blaster. That's cool. Down here, we've got some milestone statues. We've got the Emperor Palpatine, the TIE Fighter pilot, which is actually out now. And we've got the Snow Trooper, which is upcoming. And we've got a Premier Collection Darth Vader on his throne over there. Up here are our PVCs, our gallery statues. These are from the Clone Wars. We've got Obi-Wan, Rex, Ahsoka, and we've got Anakin in the works. And this is from Star Wars The Old Republic, Jedi Revan.
That's awesome.
Up here, we've got Harrison Dula from a 1/6 scale bust, realistic style. We've got a CAD made in Clone Trooper disguise, and we've got the Purge Trooper. These are all resin 1/6 scale busts. And then here we've got our 1/7 scale animated style bust. We've got Asajj Ventress. We're showing off for the very first time our Ahsoka in snow gear.
I like that.
Yeah, it's a great one. And then we've got Yoda and Mother Talzin, and we just recently revealed Ezra. And that is our Star Wars. We have a couple.
So apparently, he had two pieces that he couldn't show.
Scale bust, about 7 inches tall. And then we've got Darth Maul shirtless with the lightsaber and the dark saber, both from his Clone Wars battle. And that one is also not yet to be revealed. But
why would you
for pictures of those?
No, I do like the legend stuff that can come out more and more. Are we ever going to get Star Killer?
Star Killer bust? Oh gosh, that'd be fantastic.
I would be fascinated.
I wouldn't be surprised if the old General Giant before we took over and made a Star Killer bust. But to do a gallery diorama Star Killer would be absolutely
I
great.
would love that. You know what? He's getting more and more love. They more. Hopefully, he does come in canon one day.
Yes, that'd be great.
As a mega Jedi or something, or something Ultra Jedi, something that can be.
That'd be very awesome.
Hey,
Exactly.
the guy Zach over there at the booth, he's a cool dude. He's a really good guy.
I must say, he's a really nice guy.
He is a really nice guy.
Take two. Take two.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm with Geekstronomy.
Oh, it's take two. All right. Well,
Oh, once you take one now.
No, take one. I don't have. Take one was I didn't mention anybody's name. I just went straight into the interview. My brother, I had to do your brother, but it was like that's one video. I took a couple other things. You know, kind of.
that's
Yeah, we'll
cool.
see.
I mean, you actually did a really good job, Dom, in taking the video.
Yeah, you did.
There was definitely facial hair choices I don't think I would go with, but the guy was very nice to entertain whatever nonsense you were talking about at the end.
You're Wolverine.
No, that's just he has the mutton chops, man. That's his freaking goddamn.
That was
He's got to like have
That was,
spikes
that
on
was
his
just
hands.
cutting his butt. All right. Anyways, yeah, he seemed nice. That was cool. If you had more, that would have been great. But
I'm gonna get. Well, the whole thing is that I'm trying to get the Star. I did a Star Wars video in Hasbro with a whole video thing. The guy was talking about all the new stuff that's coming out too. They showed. I got to see the helmet of the Stranger up close. I got the helmet in my. It's not out yet, but I had it in my hand. It looked really cool, and I took video of all that. I gotta send that video to you next. Next week we can watch that video if you want. We'll do that video. And overtaking that video.
Yeah, man. We're almost there, Dom. If we can get it on time now, you know what I mean? We can get it on time now. It'd be great. Good job. Thank you for bringing that in. What was the coolest thing you saw at Toy Fair as far as Star Wars?
I got to talk to Lenny from G.I. Joe, you know, and from Hasbro, the G.I. Joe line, the classified stuff, and I talked to him a little bit.
Oh, that's the coolest Star Wars thing that you saw there. Okay.
The Star Wars thing, the coolest Star Wars thing, I'm going to show you right now. Put me on. I'm going to show you. So I went to Jazzwares, and they had a swag bag that they gave out everybody, and I was able to, you know, the micro machines.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they gave us a swag bag with the micro machines, and we'll show you right now. It's really cool. So we got an X-Wing fighter and a TIE fighter set that we got.
How many boxes is it in?
It's like in a box. Oh, here it is. Look.
Oh, rip it, dude.
I'm not ready. I got it. There we go. This is cool.
Is Jazzware who owns Micro Machines now?
What happened?
You want to know if
JJ?
Jazzware owns Micro Machines?
Yes. The Micro Galaxy, the new stuff that they had.
Oh, Micro Galaxy.
Micro Galaxy. Yeah. I got it now. Coming out. All right. Okay. So basically, this is the box.
Nice box.
You know,
Fancy.
it has the sticker up there from the Vault limited edition, and then you pull it out of the box itself. And have this.
This company's only been doing this for like 4 years.
Yeah. So this is the sleeve cover. There we go.
Well, how's it come out of the vault?
Yeah. So
that's neat. I like it.
Pretty cool. You have different TIE fighters, like the whole TIE fighter set.
Yeah, it's cool.
I got that, and then I got the X-wing. They gave both the X-wing and TIE fighter sets. I have.
You could stage an entire mock battle now, Dom.
No.
Or you could put them up online and sell them.
Well, you know what?
Tom's complaining about having to do work all weekend. He gets all this free stuff, but he doesn't complain about that.
You get this rare swag.
You know, I think it's worth it there, Dom.
Hey,
wait, hold on. What was that called?
What happened?
What was it? Hold on. I'm trying.
Micro Galaxy. The
Michael Galaxy. Michael Galaxy Squadron.
The Jazzware TIE Fighter. Where is it?
Yeah, the TIE fighters, and you have damn things. People doesn't come out of the box, right? Rocket. Here we go. Jesus Christ.
They're a lot bigger than Micro Machines were.
No, they're not. They're about the same size, you know. The mini. There we go.
I just got one for $5 at the thing because.
Well, a lot of them are on sale, but there's a lot. I was talking to the guys.
Target, I actually should look up the one. Target couldn't price it, so they could do it like, hey, okay, so they're trying to sell the set of 2 for $225. That's what there's 0 bids on it, but somebody's trying to sell for $225 right now.
Yeah, this is pretty bad. You know, I definitely do like the scale of this. You could take these out and you could actually put them on the shelves and a lot of stuff. There's a lot of room because they're not too bulky, which is freaking awesome. I like the boxes.
I like the box. Yeah, the box is pretty cool.
Yeah,
you got
cool.
The air mesh and everything on.
Yeah. You know, the ghost was like the ghost is like really pretty cool. It's a big ship, the ghost. You know, but they have a lot of stuff, a lot of other things coming out that are really, and you know, they're just gonna keep bringing things out. They have like a whole line of Revenge of the Sith ships kind of coming out, and a whole bunch of different things. So
I should have bought more of this.
Nice swag bag, you know what I'm saying? Like it's like they didn't expect it, and they just gave us a lot of shit.
You know what I'm saying? That's always the best.
Yeah, exactly, right? But yeah, tomorrow we'll get to go to Super 7 tomorrow. Super 7, well, Super 7 doesn't have Star Wars stuff, but there's rumors that Super 7 might be getting some stuff. But I got, like I said, I got the whole bunch with the Hasbro, a lot of things that are coming out.
Yo, I'm looking these up. We should have done a report on these. That Micro Galaxy Squadron, the Sith Infiltrator, Target exclusive.
Yep.
I just got it for $5 at Target, and it's selling for $40.
$40. There's one that's actually rare. There was a Sabine ship that came out with Sabine, and apparently it was a Target exclusive, and it's like going for like 100 or two. Look at the prices.
Right now are clearancing out for like $8 or whatever. And the guy's like, my kid was there. He's like, my kid wants. I'm actually giving it to him for a present. But
he's like, a lot more.
Well, there's only one. He's like, where'd you find this? It wasn't even in the system. Yeah. And I was like, I don't know. Where'd you find it, son? And he told him, he's like, it was down here or back here. He goes, oh, that's because one of my employees, they didn't know where to put it, so they just stuck it behind something. He's like, here, take it up front. Tell him $5. And the dude was on the mic behind us going like, yo, there's a guy and a kid in a blue jacket coming up there. Give it to him for $5. I was like, sweet, man. I was that's dope.
Yeah. So, yeah. So, I really, you know, like these, I didn't want to collect these. You know, they have a limited edition that's coming out for Star Wars Celebration that they're going to have, that they were talking about, but they couldn't say what they were. But
you mean Marco will pick us one up?
Yeah,
for you. Right? Yes. Marco's great. Marco is a good person.
Marco's bringing a suitcase home for us.
That's not true. What I'm doing is I'm buying 4 suitcases when I'm in Japan, and I'm going to fill them up, but not with stuff for you guys. You forget that Japan is a very big fishing culture too.
Yes.
That's okay. You get 3 suitcases for yourself and one for.
I see how it is.
JJ.
Yeah, I see how it is.
Fish
are more important than us. I see how it is.
Yes. I have not lied about it. No, this is my vacation. I'm not lying about it at all. No, I'm not going shopping.
I just want to see you like walking around Japan with like Nubs plushies for me. Like you have them all around. You're like everybody's gonna look at you like you guys have these Nubs plushies just hanging around.
Japan's way ahead of us, so they definitely are not selling that nonsense.
Listen, hey Marco, you should get a shirt with Wave Seeker's face on it, saying this is a man that loves nubs. You just walk around freaking Japan wearing that shit.
I want a Kawaii Nubs crossover.
Nope.
Plush or something.
Yeah. They're going to be Nubs plushies there. You know there will be.
Nope. You're not going to see him. You're not going to see him.
I'll see pictures of them.
This is like 1 of 5,000. I don't know. I would love to see how much these are going on because people have probably dropped these all online already.
What I just say, they're trying to sell both of them combined for $225.
Yeah.
They're asking.
Yeah.
Let's see what they go for.
Sell.
All right. Well, that's the end of the show. We got all under 30, even though I don't know how, because there was a point there where the math wasn't mathing. God, my brain still hurts from that. We'll see you next week. Wayseeker, you're suspended for that dumb shit.
Thank you.
Good.
You're done. We're out of here this week. You're not going to be here next week.
It wasn't even my math. It was Dom's math.
No, I told you not to trigger Dom.
You're still responsible.
You're still responsible for triggering him. Make sure you go back check out Kingdom
man.
I got fucking trigger warnings, man. You gotta be careful, man.
Hey, we're trying not. Everybody's now under we're all under a non-swearing thing.
You know what, Marco? When is Lent starts on the 5th?
It hasn't started yet.
So
okay.
It starts on the 5th.
2 days. Wednesday is Ash Wednesday.
Okay, so I am definitely. I've got my my things that I'm gonna be doing, and I'm gonna try to swear less too, Marco. Thank you. I will try to.
Me too. Yeah. Dude, this is an interesting one. Not that we got a ton of time, but so for like the last whatever years, I've been pretty much running an entire fish fry at a church, and it's like we're doing 1,000 meals a day, and like I spend a good 36 hours there over a 2-day period. I told them last year was the last year. The only reason I was doing it is because the guy had passed away like 3 months before the fish fry went out, right? So they just called me and texted me yesterday, which was it? This is the first week, so it's like less than a week out.
Yeah.
They're like, hey, we just figured out we don't know how to do any of this. Can you please come out? And I'm like, at this point, you think I don't schedule anything 1 week out? Like my calendar is done by quarters, and I'm already in the 3rd quarter of this year. So, like, yeah. I mean, what do you do at that point, Wayseeker? We can talk about it after but my wife's like,
you gotta stop by. You gotta stop by, and I mean, I know you don't want to, but you got to.
That's not my problem, though. Like,
I know it's not your problem, but you're too good of a person. You gotta stop by.
I don't know. No, I mean, we don't have time to do. I mean, we don't have time.
You don't have time to help out like you normally do, but I bet you stop by. I'll put money on it.
No, but Marco, you know what? You are.
I thought they were asking him to run it.
They're not. You can't run it.
No. Things, you are a good dude because not many people will take time to do a lot of stuff that you do.
Oh no, I know that. Yeah, but I am kind of torn up because I'm like, but I've told them for years now I cannot be doing this anymore.
I know.
And then they're like, and they did the whole thing. So they text me first, and then they did the whole thing. Well, first off, random people were randomly showing up at spots that I was at, which was interesting. Because you know what I mean? Like, hey, they wouldn't exactly say anything, but they're like, oh, hey, long time. Like, yeah. And then, make sure you check out Kingdom of Dark. Like I was saying, I was over at that show. It's probably going to be his greatest show of all time. So make sure you make it his greatest show of all time. It's 1,500 sub show. It's really good. It's fun. Cliff over there and some guy named Brian LCS, which was great. I feel bad for the Brian LCS guy because, you get me and Cliff in a room and it's over. So, but check that out. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. We'll keep you posted on what I'm going to do with that. But then they start putting. So they text me. I didn't answer the text in like a couple hours because you guys know me and my phone. I'm usually if I'm by my phone, I'm in my car driving from site to site, right? Like that's typically when I'm by my phone. The rest of the time, good luck getting a hold of me. So then the same guy called and left a message. And then it's like, hey, this person's not this person, da da da. And I'm like, I don't know what to. And my wife listens to the message, going, son, there's not a Friday you can do anything for. You've already been committed to a bunch of other stuff. So we'll see what happens. I hope it does well, but I also you gotta learn your lessons. Adults got to be adults sometimes. So we'll see. All right, check out. Poor Brian. this guy Brian LCS was on Kingdom of Nerds thing, and it seems like a nice guy to me, but he didn't get a word at. I mean, he didn't get a word at edgewise. It was if you just want to see a show and some words that I've never heard before out of that guy Cliff, check out Kingdom of Nerds. Okay, all right, everybody. We'll see you next week, and then in 2 weeks we'll have the book done. Hopefully you enjoy the book. I guess. All right. Later.